Somebody come get her.
That
is right here.
I'm gonna start off screen. So just let me know when we go live.
Okay,
we're live, Shep.
Hey, Shep.
Hey guys.
Pow.
Hey guys.
Happy Wednesday.
I just ate a bunch of peanut butter.
I had to check to see if my earbuds were in the right ears.
I guess
we do a lot of 3D sound effects here that everyone needs to know about.
We do 3D sound effects. When did that happen?
Yeah, apparently 82 seconds ago when
Fix
Rip was worried about stuff.
Fix let's fix the sound effects before we get started.
Let's do it. Because can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Whoop.
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you fine.
I'm checking my
check.
gain. I'm looking at my gain.
Mic check, mic 1 2 check.
Sibilance. I'm so glad that we're extremely professional when we come on the air every single time.
Exactly. That's how it
Check.
works.
Check, Mike.
I'm going to do the
Check.
chat tonight, Dave.
Oh, are you? No, you're not.
Well, folks, it's been a good run. Appreciate you all for being here.
We are officially getting
real
kicked
soon.
off.
We are getting bounced from the tubes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do every other name. Steve, can you keep up?
You're asking me if I keep up with the chat?
Well, no. If I do every other name, can you keep up with the ones I'm doing every other one with?
Every 4 times.
I'm not sure that I'm gonna go with the fact that you're gonna get every single other one, so it's gonna probably throw me off. So how about I just do it, and we just say we both participated.
I think Shep should do it.
I'll try.
I'll give
it a whirl. Ready?
I really do.
Here we go.
I'm not gonna keep track of where you're at, so if you miss them, then it's on you.
I'm not even at the beginning.
You're not even at the beginning, so you can't even see whoever's here.
I know exactly.
I can see everybody.
I know exactly who's here. I could tell you in 5 seconds. How many
Everyone.
people are here.
Everyone's
Well,
here.
yeah, that's
Everyone's
easy to tell.
I'll go.
I'm here. Steve's here. Zip's
Stacey
here,
Rogers.
Dave's here.
Brandy and Dave, Margaret and Aggie, James Ryan, my dude, Leanna Sherberg, Mickey Fan 71,
Bob
aka
Thornton.
Lisa. Okay, take it away, Steve.
Joe
Say
Schmo.
Did someone just say Mickey Bob Thornton?
Mickey Bob. Yeah, I did.
All right.
Good.
There needs to be a name, Mickey Bob Thornton, somewhere.
I'll write it down.
That's a great name.
Mickey Bob Thornton.
Josh
Someone's
Resort
gotta grab
TV1, LSU Mom, the Do Philly Crew, Katie Howell, Sister Gigi, Andrew Bitten, Blue Nose, Michelle
Josh.
Dakota,
That's not terrible,
Gary
buddy.
P,
That's not terrible. Let's
Tim
start.
Pruitt, More Sunshine Please. What's up, Jim? Rob
Let's hashtag
Wieshka.
this. Zip does chat.
Yeah, Extraordinary.
Nope.
I know it's always wrong. Tina McNeil, aka T McNeil, Disney Community Support. And that's it. That's all that's here right now.
Nope. I
didn't start from the beginning. I'm just looking at what's going on.
Welcome
now.
in Mike Wheeler, Bill Pitts, Samantha Lowe, Gary B, Ryan McDowell, Captain Akron 27, Andrew Bidding, Andrew Houston.
I just want to say one thing real
Brandy
quick.
and
I think
Dave.
you're cheating.
Yeah, Mike. Piglet Roo loves Disney, Mary Spence, the sister Gigi, Rockin' Robin.
More of a
Tim
statement.
Stewart, Annie Coog 86.
If anyone is cheating right now, it's most likely you.
Leanne Sherbick, Michelle the Quilter, Judy, Donna Kowalski, Mickey Fan 71, aka Lisa G. Wilson, Make It Blue, a Disney Adventure. It's
I already
Joey
said all
World,
of them.
Dana Marie, Stacey Rogers, Rob Wiska, James Ryan, Karen Cook, Bill Steffen.
I said them too.
Mom,
I don't know
Andy
if you were
J,
listening.
Bluto's
I already did all these names.
Now, Extraordinary, Christine Hickman, AJC Magic TV, Herschel Lenny, Joyce Anudo, Kathy
I don't know why you're ignoring me.
the Do Philly Crew, Mike 88, NYC, Marin Memphis, Michael Bouchard, Stevie Lee, Marguerite Nagy, Big Noah Mountain 5. I'm ignoring you because it's easy.
I'm going to try these headphoons.
I think I have a song for this.
Jennifer Geiger, Kay Atwood. No, you don't. Jennifer Kay Atwood.
Sings. I mean, not Steve sings.
This
Here we
is so
go.
much
Here's the song I prepared today.
Roxanne Simpson, welcome in. Tina McNeil, Disney
I
Community Support.
prepared this specifically for you, sir, today.
Oh, Bill Pitts did say sing it.
Go ahead, Dave. I mean, Shep.
Wait,
Here we go.
Is Bill Pitts in Ohio?
He's in
Me,
Ohio.
me. All right, I feel good. I
Apologize,
feel good. Steve is the reader of the chat.
So we're picking up.
He is so good at reading the chat.
And words.
He can read the chat so fast, it's like a quick blast.
Of chat.
He's cheating.
Okay, welcome in,
And
Alex.
every
Brunner.
time he does it, he is
Resort
cheating.
He's
Resort TV
cheating.
1. I'm trying to. Hey, welcome in, Alex Brenner, Resort TV 1.
He's
Earplug-
cheating.
ear-
His
earplug
hair's
turned out
cheating.
good.
Annette.
Vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
What was that?
I had spaghetti tonight. Spaghetti.
Avery, the Cuban American, Pearl Manhattan.
From
welcome in.
Manhattan's here.
That is
All
correct, Zip. Myers and the Mouse.
Brady's laughs here.
Yeah,
Brady's laugh is here.
Matthew.
I
Kent,
heard
welcome
it
in.
that time.
Apparently, she likes my rapping.
Ah, is that what you're calling that?
It is my hobby.
Cody
I
Hankins,
don't know if
welcome
you guys
in.
do
More
that.
sunshine, please. Welcome in.
Pete McDevitt.
I'm not there yet.
Kelly.
Sorry.
Myers in the
Alright,
mouse.
Myers
said-
He's in the house.
Amy, AJC Magic TV.
Avery, the
Josh from
Cuban
Resort
American.
TV One.
It's
Well-
Joey's World.
For 8
Hey,
minutes in, have
Steve.
said nothing of
Steve from
substance. I'm
Steve
proud
World's
of
in
us.
the house.
Am I?
Did you
Let's
guys see
give-
Joey's video this morning?
Did not.
It crushes it. I have
Well,
my alarm
obviously.
set. It is so good. You got to go watch it. It's so good.
We should watch it on stream.
Let's
Did
do it.
anybody catch Mama Mouse's video last night?
The painting.
Oh my. Oh,
I did
my.
not.
I did not.
Was it
Mama
PG
tried to do-
13?
Mama tried to do a good thing for and she trusted what the can said.
Never trust the can.
And that's all I'm
No.
going to say. You got to go watch the rest of it. So, but welcome in, everybody. We are here to celebrate the dads of the world with Father's Day. We did Mother's Day, and it took great success. We shared our mothers, we shared our wives, or my lack of one. And-
Was that a Saturday Night Live skit? I'm pretty sure that was a Saturday Night Live skit.
Oh no, we did not. Never mind. We shared.
share our
The, how do I put this?
We shared about our mothers.
We shared about our mothers, and we
You
shared
forgot
about.
a key word in
our
that phrase,
wives.
Stephen.
Forget I said that. You guys confused me. You guys confused me with all the talking and.
My mother's.
Josh just wrote no wife sharing, please.
Stacy, can we get a PSA on that?
Yeah, Stacey,
love
that'd be great.
So
There will
yes,
be
no
no
sharing. We shared information about the
Like that.
women that are special in our lives. And tonight we're going to share about our fathers. And
Is everyone's dad coming over? Because I invited mine.
My
I
dad's on his
invited
way.
mine, but mine
Papa
said
Shep's on his way.
I invited mine, and my dad said, "How many subscribers do I have now?" So
Oh,
on Resort TV One, welcome in. Thank you for being here. But
Josh?
guys,
Love it.
we're going to celebrate dads tonight.
Oh, wait a
We
minute.
have a-
Pickle Latruskis is here.
Yeah, we-
Trusky.
Trey,
we got-
what's up?
We got Piglet Roo.
Oh,
Sta-
you said it wrong. But
Pickle
anyway,
True.
I'm sorry, Pickle Latruski. Welcome
There you
in.
go.
you got it.
Avery, what's up, bro?
So, guys, we not only did we celebrate our mothers and our wives and my lack of a wife last time, we are going to celebrate. We celebrated the pillar of our community, the matriarch of our community, Donna Jaworski with a 999 super chat. Happy
Oh, my
Father's Day
goodness.
to all the awesome dads
Donner.
here. Is there a Father's Day song Shep can sing for this occasion? No.
Everybody
have-
come Donner.
Love you.
I have it.
Little
I have it
brother.
on the schedule for tonight. I practiced and rehearsed this song. I actually wrote the song too, in case you didn't know.
Of course you did.
Were you with Pearl Manhattan on this one? Did you,
She helped me. She
She
helped
did
me.
help
She
you.
helped me. Yeah, she helped me
This
get this
was our,
get it perfect. So
Yeah, I called you 2 days ago, and you were on the other line with her
It was
rehearsing.
the first.
Actually,
It was the first studio time that they had together. So.
yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds great.
Being our official manager, you know, she she definitely hooks us up with some key notes, if you will.
Well,
Something like a speaker, like a keynote speaker.
That's where he's going with.
I thought about that after.
So as I was saying, last time we celebrated the matriarch of our community and mom from Resort TV One, and I thought it only fitting that we celebrate the Zip. What's the word I'm looking for?
The matriarch.
Patriarch.
Matriarch of our community.
Matriarch.
Matriarch.
In of
You
course,
said-
Apparently, Zip is in 1284, and he's carrying a sword with chainmail. I am the matriarch.
please welcome in, of course, Josh from Resort TV One and Dad from Resort TV One. Welcome in, guys.
Hey guys, how's it going?
How are you guys doing?
Hey.
First off, thank you once again for agreeing to be here. We do appreciate you.
Thank Thank you
Not
for
very
putting
much.
yourself through this.
I just want to
We
make
appreciate
sure before we get started that you guys got the waiver. I faxed the waiver to you guys. You signed the waiver. I just never got it back. So I just want to make sure you at least signed it.
Yeah,
And
we
just-
sent it through our people. It looks like the Disney Springs balloon waiver. It was just about like that, so it's all good.
yeah, and then just fax it back to me, and I'll make sure I file it with all the other paperwork we have.
Of course.
File 13, if you will.
So, first off, before we get into the festivities, I wanted you guys to be on today too, because we do have some birthdays from this week, and one of them is a very special birthday to several of us here, and that is it was Josh's son's birthday this past week. Liam had a birthday. So we brought in. I wanted to bring you guys on before we sung happy birthday, so you could join in the lovely singing that we do here.
I can't wait. I get to sing happy birthday with the guys. This is great.
Oh, Josh, you're going to have to do the count. You're going to have to do the countdown.
Yeah, we'll let Josh do the countdown.
Yeah, you have to do the honorary countdown.
Okay. All right.
Disney
Or count up. You could do either way.
I'm sorry, I cannot say his name right. Detroit Disney Duo. There we go. Alyssa, Neil, Disney family, welcome in. Thank you for being here, guys. Marshmallow Man, welcome in, brother. All right. So we also have Joey's best bud, Keith.
Nice.
His birthday was Sunday.
Ooh.
We have Steph Loves Disney, whose birthday was Monday. And of course, the one and only Karen Cook. Her birthday is Saturday. So we have some birthdays to celebrate in Liam, Karen, Keith, and Steph.
Awesome.
And we're honored that you guys can be here to witness the greatness that is our singing.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you think we're going to sound better with Josh and Dad from Resort TV 1 here today? I think we are.
Well, listen. Josh
I feel
is
like
into
this could be
music,
an a cappella group.
but Josh is into music.
An archipelago?
So
An
right.
archipelago.
Oh my goodness! So now my choice is: do I have to do this serious or should I? It's
I
everybody,
mean,
You don't have to, Josh.
is
we do a
everybody
serious
expecting
every week.
if you think we
music
ever do
radio?
anything other than, I mean, we're always serious.
Oh,
yeah,
serious,
we're
always,
all
yeah.
serious. I don't know where you're coming from
No,
with
so
that comment.
Indiana State's going to call and take my degree away after this. Aren't they? Hey, listen,
You're
it was
out.
a good run, guys. It was a good run.
Andrew Bidden said, Josh, put them on key, please.
I don't know if that's possible.
I don't know.
Guys,
either.
I figured out. You know what the issue is every week? We don't have one of those little harmonica things to make sure we're in pitch. That right there.
one.
That right there.
I have
Here.
a train whistle.
Savages 48, welcome in.
I haven't tried.
I've actually, believe it or not, I've been practicing how to do that for quite some time now.
And Savages 48's birthday is tomorrow. So
Happy
Hey, that-
birthday.
Happy
By the
birthday.
way, Dad actually sang in the church choir for several years as well.
oh wow.
Oh,
We
that's awesome.
guys, maybe we should just be quiet and let these two do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh no.
Dad's like the baritone. Him and
I
Shep.
was just going to say, wait, are you baritone?
Yeah, him and
I
Shep.
have a
could-
baritone, yeah, and a bass.
See?
Baritone, yeah.
I have an ear for music. That's how I knew that.
Yeah,
There.
I have an ear. I have an ear for Zip's ear for music.
Oodalali Lane, welcome in. Minnesota Marshall,
If
welcome
that makes
in.
any sense.
Jonathan Tong, welcome in.
Donna says
Hi,
you
guys.
mean a pitch pipe, perhaps, not a harmonica thingy.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
pitch pipe. Yeah. That's what I meant.
I got to change this banner because I also I forgot Cargos is this week too. Cargos is Friday. I didn't get my banner right. Hang on a minute.
Dude, you're so unprepared. It's ridiculous.
I know it's because
We should just stop what we're doing right now and start again.
Well, I think it was Shep's turn to host anyway.
It's
Shep,
because of
take
Call.
over.
It's because
Connie,
of Call of
welcome in.
Duty.
Okay, here we go.
Welcome in.
I'll host.
You're hosting.
Welcome,
Well, this and that's hosting, but
everybody.
if you want to host,
I'm your host tonight.
I am your host, your ghost host.
You
But if
can
you
find
host,
me
you have to-
on such platforms as.
Twitch.
Well, I don't have any platforms.
But if you host, you got to read all the chat again.
All right, here we go.
No.
Oh,
man.
I will say this: Shep is
I'm the host. I'm going to welcome everyone in again. Here we go.
Shep
Let's
is
start.
probably the second best at reading that, but we're gonna
Let's start from the very beginning.
Hey, I
here.
beg to differ.
Well, Shep pronounces them a little better, I think, but it takes Shep 2 hours to get through the chat, so that's the whole show. So
That's just because I say thank you after everybody.
Zip gives people nicknames, and that's what they become from here on
yeah.
out. So But anyways, somebody want to lead us in the countdown, Josh? If
Oh,
you would
Jenna's
like to.
here. What's up, Jenna?
Oh,
Jenna, what's up?
Arr.
And Jenna was not able to make it tonight, so but we miss you, Jenna.
Well, if you're ready, I'll count it down. Here we go.
All right.
Never ready.
Ready?
Go
All right.
ahead.
Well,
You
all right, here we
start with
go.
68 and go down.
68. All right, 68 and 67 and 3 and also 2. You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready? Go. Happy birthday.
We're so
Happy
birthday
to you.
Happy birthday.
Cargo and Savages. All right.
Savages, Cargo, Steph, Pete,
Happy birthday
I think that was the best we've ever sung.
I don't know about you guys. I think Josh threw us off a little bit. But
We're like, wait a minute.
Here
100%
we go. He
on
never
purpose.
3.
because he was on key.
yes, because he was on key.
Oh,
Happy Hopper, Jersey Mike,
Oh,
and
I didn't get off key on purpose.
Oh my
Welcome in,
god.
guys.
That was fun.
All right, so but in all seriousness, we're here to celebrate fathers, and of course, Resort TV One. They're the absolute pillars of our community. Congratulations on you! You didn't hit 94 yet, did you? You're somewhere in there.
93.1 or something.
93.
I think. So yeah, we're getting there.
93,000. We're
Crazy.
so close to 100,000. But
That's a lot of
guys,
thousands, Josh.
it is a lot of
A
thousands.
lot of thousands.
Resort TV One,
It's a few.
pillars of our community, and of course, Dad here is the patriarch of our community. So we thought we would like to celebrate with Dad, if at all possible. And they were
I
gracious.
brought cupcakes.
Yeah.
I mailed them to you guys. Did you get them in the mail?
Aw. But
Did you guys get them? I mailed
we
them.
did not. I did not.
I received the cupcakes.
Did they fall out of the envelope,
I
Shep?
did- yeah. Keep checking it. It came in an envelope.
Awesome.
Well,
Oh,
once
Pete
again,
Devin.
guys,
Did you
You're
put a
accurate.
button in it?
Pete Devitt, 499 super chat. Somewhere Frank Sinatra is smacking people in the back of their heads right now. That is probably an accurate statement, Pete. But guys,
100.
we have. Why is this not?
Thank you,
Get
Pete.
over there. There it goes. All right, guys. Dad Resort TV One.
Yeah.
He's down there on the bottom.
Hey, wait a minute. I got a question right off the bat. Is that
Yes.
Josh's Coke or is that Dad's Coke?
Good question.
I think that was mine that night. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Donna
Jaworski.
499 super chat. Just saying, you guys are vastly improved vocals with the addition of Josh and Jerry, aka Dad. They should be your new vocal coaches.
They would go insane if they tried to teach us.
You know, real quick, you know what I was thinking of before we started singing?
I'm a
You
quick
know-
learner.
You know the movie The Breakup with Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Anderson?
Yes.
When he goes around the table and he has everybody do a different part, and then he sings this a cappella group. Oh, we should do that. Oh my god, Jenna said it's Dad's Coke.
Yep.
It is.
Wow.
He's also eating a nice looking cake there too.
That's
That
a
is
good looking
good-looking
cake.
That is.
And I want to say,
That
by
look-
the way,
that looks
I've
homemade.
taught- it does. Probably was. You know, I've taught middle school before, so teaching middle school kids, I could probably teach you guys.
I don't
That's
know.
an accurate
Sure.
statement. Magically live.
I actually consider that a compliment.
Oh, exactly. It was. It was.
So before we get going here, I would like. I know you guys are originally from Indiana. I've had the pleasure of meeting Jerry several times. I know these guys have met him as well, and always has the best stories. Like stories for miles. I love listening to them. Josh, we're gonna let you take it away here, and just kind of you and Dad have a conversation and just kind of tell us about Dad.
Okay. So,
Get away, Josh.
wow.
I'm
So
the
I've-
host, so just want to
Oh,
let
there
you
you
know.
go.
Oh.
All right, perfect. Well, so I've been officially given the takeaway here. So,
Oh, I love
well,
it.
I mean, I think we talked about this a little bit with Mom, but Dad is definitely, a huge part of the reason that we are as big a Disney fans as we are, because Dad actually moved down to Florida. Let's see, Dad, when was it after you graduated college? You moved directly down to Florida.
Yep, back in 1972, went to Punta Gorda, Florida, and taught down there. And went to Disney, of course, and your mom and I had our first official date at Disney World. So that was a long time ago.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And so, we finally got to go down when we were, I think I was 5, when they took us down and they told us about how what an amazing place it was. But, it was funny because I remember them trying to describe Mr. Toad's Wild Ride to us. And I was like, that sounds weird. But then, it's amazing when you see it, so, I mean, I was 5, but just taking us down there so many times. And I remember, we talked about how, we had to, we had 5 people in our family. So we had to really be strict with the budget. If we wanted to go to Disney, we couldn't get a bunch of extra things or whatever else because, we really, all of us wanted to go to Disney. And so that was our goal all year, was to save up and was to make sure we could go to Disney. And we always enjoyed that so much, had so many great memories. And, and anybody who's met Dad knows that there isn't a person in this world who doesn't like him, and if they don't, they're wrong. So because he is literally the nicest person in the entire world. He and Mom have just been great examples for us, and I don't want to make him uncomfortable, but it's we try and follow their lead because they always led by example. And so all the times when we had any problems, or when there were problems come up in the family, like there always are, they always dealt with it in such a good way. And we always learned from their example that even though when things aren't perfect, like now, things are not perfect, there's been a lot of problems. We couldn't, we hadn't seen Mom and Dad until just recently. We felt safe enough to get together a couple times for Liam's birthday and whatnot. And so we always learn to deal with things well just by watching Mom and Dad and watching their examples. So I think but outside the Disney thing, if you've ever talked to Dad or you've ever seen Mom, they really are as nice as they are on the stream. That's not an act. That's not a show. Jen and I are we try and be the same way. I don't think we're quite up to their level, but at the same time, it is what you see with Mom and Dad is exactly what you get. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've had the like I said, I've had the pleasure of meeting you guys, and Jerry is like the nicest, the most outgoing guy. He'll go talk to anybody and everybody and make them feel like they're all part of the family. So he's pretty incredible. Donna,
well, Steve, my wife says I could talk to the wall. Once.
Oh, we must have the same wife.
The phrase that
said, Jerry is an incredible human being. I'm so honored to be able to call him one of my best friends. So
that's awesome.
Yep.
Right. One thing that I would like saying, thank you, Josh. I mean, we pray that we did the best job we could with our family, and both of us had Jane and I both had good examples of our family and how the kids were raised. Saw what memories were made when you have birthdays and Christmas, and then going to Disney. And that's what really I'm so excited. I'm an excited kind of guy because I love life, and I love seeing families and I love seeing the Disney family, the community that you all are part of, and sharing with others, about your love for Disney, and then you show that to other people. And to me, that's what it's all about. It's about memories that you're making with not only your family, your present family, but also with the YouTube family. I love when people come up to us and start talking to us at Disney. I just want to meet them. We just want to say, "Hey, how you doing? Where are you from?" That's just that to me is what really brings back the memories of when we took Josh and Jenna and Jeremy to Disney. So that's a big part of our life, and now you all are part of our life, and I can't tell you how thankful we both are. And of course, we love following Josh and Jenna around the parks when we can keep up. But being the patriarch, if you will, I'm getting old, so I may not. Who knows?
Well, I know that Francisco, welcome in. I know that when I came down there, I was sitting with Josh and talking with him one of the last times I was there, and I heard you talk, and it's like you instantly gravitate to you, and you just got stories after stories, and they're so awesome. IB Rebecca, welcome in as well,
and truly just the nicest people in the world. I mean,
100.
First time I met you guys, it was just. It was like I've always known you because I've been watching you guys forever, but just the acceptance and the seeing how genuine you guys really are is truly kind of encouraging. You know, it's pretty awesome to see that you get to see someone for so long, and when you actually meet them and you realize how true and real they are, it is encouraging. So thank you for being who you are, and always just, you know, being kind of like that light when everyone's around. We appreciate that.
And you can see how proud you are, Jerry, of Josh and Jenna. And it's so magical is a really good word for it, because you can see, and we can see through your eyes how much you mean to them. And then, you know, Josh and Jenna just right back at you with just so much love. And I mean, when I met you for the first time, I actually caught it on camera. It's in one of my vlogs. Jenna was introducing me to you, and you stuck your hand out, and you did it with so much like enthusiasm, like oh my God, what's up, Zip? And you shook my hand. It was at the Beverly Challenge, and I'll never forget it. And you're just a staple of this community, and we can't thank you enough for, you know, how you brought up your family.
Well, and I think, you know, I think we said this when Mom was on, but like the fact that it is a 100% family affair.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's been brought up before, but it's so refreshing to see that multi-generational enjoyment of the parks to begin with, but not only that, enjoyment of sharing the parks with other people, and the fact that you support your kids in this endeavor is like it's what a dad does. So I love it, Jerry. You're a good dude.
And can I just point out, he's the only one with the coolest earbuds.
Yes, we all got these wires.
We all got these like 19 whatever.
If I would have known I would have gotten shown up, I would have actually put mine in. I'm like,
and Stacy said, please tell Dad Resort TV 1 if the responses son and daughter get on YouTube isn't proof of the incredible job they've done raising them. I don't know what is. So
true that.
That's so nice.
You can see how proud you are.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I mean, I remember when I first met you guys, you came down to the Beverly Challenge. I thought, what a great, number one, you impressed me all, just Jane and I, with what you were doing. You know, Josh told us about it, and I thought, wow, that's awesome. You're giving back to others, you know, and that's just, to me, that's what it's all about, you know. And we appreciate you all and the community. And oh, by the way, the only way I can get the earbuds, now that I'm retired, I can buy these things, you know, once in a while. When we were raising the kids, we didn't have any money.
Oh yeah, we have boat right now.
Now they take you to Disney.
I don't know what money is right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm probably the one.
Haven't had that in a long time.
I'm probably the one that Josh got started. He's the techie guru, but I probably started him when I was working at Purdue, and I was bringing home my portable computer, which was 50-pound box, you know, kind of thing. And he got on it. Was playing. We always, I love technology, but I've got to go to Josh now to ask for help. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I was the only kid in school that had
You're not the only one.
what was it, 1985? I was the only kid in school who'd ever seen a computer in their house. So that was kind of cool. You know, I mean, at that time, nobody had a computer in 1985. I mean, that was pretty cool stuff. So I was hooked immediately.
And I won't hold it against you that you worked at Purdue. I'm an IU alum myself, so it's okay though. You're still a nice guy.
And real quick, IU, of course, Josh went to IU, you know, and then my Jane's dad, my father-in-law, went to IU. We had great Sunday afternoons watching IU play Purdue. Oh my goodness, we had fun on that.
And it was actually pretty awesome because, you know, Steve, you know, because living in Indiana, you know, the rivalry between Purdue and IU is very bitter at times. And me being at IU and being in the marching band and everything, I knew it well. But with Dad and our grandfather, you know, it was always such a friendly rivalry. It was never, you know, it was never bitter or anything. It was always just friendly and joking. And it was kind of good that they could keep it that way, because there are people that get super serious about that. So
it's about as it may be. I'm sure there's rivalries like Duke, North Carolina that rival it, but it's one of the biggest rivalries in the country for sure. So
it is. It is.
One thing that I remember with Josh, he was in the marching 100, and I'll shut up because I like to talk, but
you talk away, man.
I want to tell you this because it means a lot as far as family and about dads. Papo, who is Jane's dad, they call him Papo. He was an IU grad, a chemist, and we went to a football game, and I think, Josh, I try to remember who was playing, but it was IU and was it Illinois, I think, and we were sitting over in the I don't know if we were sitting in IU section or what, but somebody, I probably had a Purdue hat on or something, some kind of crazy thing like that. And somebody said, "Who are you for?" I said, "I'm for my son. He's out there marching on that field right now, and that's what's important to me." And that's the bottom line. Your family and all of our families are important, and now the YouTube family is part of that. Thank you so much. I'll shut up.
You talk as much as you want to.
Yeah, you can take over.
Do you just want to hit this P McDev 499 super chat? They've done so well raising Josh and Jenna that Zip is legally trying to change his name to Josh's.
Well, we might actually have Josh as a front runner for our new child's name.
There you go.
Hey, real quick, right before that super chat, I want to just point out what Ryan McDowell said. He said the best thing that this community does is stream kindness and positivity, and he's so right.
100%. 100%.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of communities within the Disney community. This is our Disney community right here, and you guys lead the way. And we cannot thank you enough for doing everything that you do. And not only Jerry, but Josh, you obviously are a good dad to Liam. We can see it in the streams. We can see it when you do your home streams. And I've had the pleasure of actually eating lunch with you and Liam. So you guys are just the epitome. Jerry has passed down very well traits to you. And you guys are just an amazing staple in this community, like Zip said. We cannot thank you enough for everything that you do. And we are greatly in debt and appreciative of everything that you guys do for everybody.
Thanks, guys. That really means a lot. We appreciate it. And thank you for being a bright light. I've said this before, but I want to say it every time I get on. Thank you for being a bright light on Wednesday night. I don't always get to get in the chat, but it is so much fun to look forward to it. You guys on Wednesday, Corey on Thursday, us on Friday. It's just such a cool thing for people to look forward to. And with everything going on, we just need as much positivity as we can get. So you guys do a great job. Keep it up.
Thanks so much.
Josh.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that.
Thank you guys for having us on.
And I
Appreciate
what
it.
Steve said too. So
Hey, happy early Father's Day, guys.
This is a text streams, Shep.
Thanks, guys, to you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for coming on and agreeing to do
Thanks,
this.
guys.
And
Happy
we know you're
Father's
busy. We appreciate
happy
it.
Father's Day, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Those guys are wonderful. I love them.
100%.
Yep.
Welcome in Orlando Mike and Mary Kehoe and Dale. Welcome in as well. Thank you for being here.
Dad's still hanging out with us.
Oh,
Yeah, Dad's hanging out.
Actually,
Hang out all right, dude.
don't leave.
That's all we're waiting on is Josh to go. Okay, hey Dad, how you doing?
Real combo.
Hey, now we can talk about Josh. All right.
Yeah, yes.
Here's the real story.
Tell us some good stories.
Hey, this is
The
what
juicy
it's all
stuff
about.
comes out.
Yeah, having fun. That's why we enjoy this community so much. Have fun, guys. This is awesome.
Love it.
Love it.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Oh, he's
Right.
so great.
Yeah.
All I got to say is that whenever, we're privileged to be mentioned in the same breath as Josh and Corey on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night.
Yes.
I got
Appreciate it.
goosebumps.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
That was an honor. Thank you, Josh.
I mean,
We
yeah,
appreciate
if
it.
I-
Very much an honor.
that Corey's the post show and Josh is the post show for us, so it just works really nice. I'm joking. I'm joking. We
I'm
are
like, well, you're actually wrong. We're the undercard.
we're the undercard. Yes.
We're the hey, who are these guys that are on this card?
What's this Wednesday night thing?
Now, one dude can't even match shirts. What's going on here?
Hey, I did. I finally wore
Oh
this
yeah,
one.
that's you.
It's like the
I
first
just wear
time
this
I've worn
every
one
Wednesday,
in a long
so
time.
I don't care. That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, it's always good when they come on. They're the epitome of professionalism, and
Those are the words I was just gonna say too.
yeah, good.
Yep.
I actually had that written down.
Zip and I think alike, guys. Zip and I think a lot alike. We
Zip,
just
spell epitome.
Yep. What's that?
Spell epitome.
Oh, well, I mean, we don't want to be here all night. We got
Well,
a lot of things
the
to
truth,
go on.
the truth is I texted Zip that I was thinking that, and then he just said he was thinking it. So I think it's all false
yeah.
because I thought of it first.
Siri, spell epiphany.
I'm sorry, but the text string made me laugh.
E P
Yeah, right.
I P H A N Y.
Epitome. That's it.
Epitome.
I think she actually forgot.
Guys, welcome to the Wednesday night B&T
It was
spelling bee.
That's a
Three
new
extra
segment.
pages.
No.
Spelling bee.
That's a new segment. I want a spelling bee in school.
That's a new segment. We just came up with it.
No, this is a new segment. Zip
story.
works to Siri, and she tries to spell what he pronounced to her.
Zip,
True
how do you
story.
spell lobster?
Hold on, I want to spell to be in 6th grade. I don't know how I did it, but anyway, lobster, LOHHHSTER.
Or
Lobster. It's got to end with an H. Lobster.
Lobster.
All right, are we announcing news? Are we doing it now? Are we doing it later? Are we doing it at all?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. I'm just asking.
I'm pretty excited.
Is this a news show?
Let me
Is
see
this a news? Is this the
wait a
D&T news show?
Oh, hold on. I don't have any news tonight. Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh,
Zip, what are you
I got
doing?
one. I got one.
You got one
bit of
story?
news tonight, guys. This is breaking news. Okay, actually happened. Hold on. I don't have my papers, but it actually happened.
Epiphany,
Yes.
not epiphany.
What is that?
It's Joey's world. It's spelled epiphany, not epitome.
Those are two very different words. Zip doesn't want to be on camera right now.
Oh my god!
And Ryan McDowell says, you boys have paid your dues and around members of the community club. If you aren't, then Steve dressing up as a chubby, ugly ballerina was all for nothing.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I would have said ballerina princess, but those words work too.
I'm looking.
That's
Here we go. Here we go.
Dale, wait. Dale just asked after you said you wanted spelling bee in 6th grade.
What do you
Dale
say?
asked, were you the only one in your class?
It was one of those.
It
Good
was
job,
on
Zip.
Saturday at home.
No, it was this. Good job,
Right.
Patrick. You won today.
Guys, what would we do without our friends?
Well, actually, the winning word was B, and I spelled it B-U-Z-Z.
Buzz.
No.
Andrew Bidding has a question, has his hand raised. Says, guys, is it bad when you ignore your biological family's FaceTime calls because you guys are streaming?
No,
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Hashtag chosen family.
I would consider that 100% good to go in my book.
All right, Zip, you ready for your news?
Oh yeah, actually, we do have some real breaking news too.
Yes. Breaking
Avery.
news.
No, Avery threw it out there.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
What do we got?
Back to
You gotta read it because
back it up.
Back it up.
Where's Avery's news? Where's Avery? Okay. Hong Kong Disneyland is reopening in a few
wait,
hours.
no, hold on.
Oh.
Zip's supposed to say it.
Oh, Zip's supposed to read it. Zip.
Oh,
Scroll
wait a
up till
minute.
you find-
Hold on,
scroll
hold
till you
on.
find Andrew or
Andrew Bidding?
Avery
Bidding.
Avery Bidding. Is that 3 T's?
Yeah.
Avery, the
Oh.
Cuban American.
Oh, Avery. I'm looking up Andrew.
No, see.
Where? I can't see it. Andrew.
No, Avery.
Oh, I'm looking up Avery. Oh, yes, I got it. I got it. I got
Now,
it.
here's some real breaking news.
Wait, let's
Okay,
try
guys.
this out.
All right, guys. This is breaking news. Avery. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Avery, the Cuban American,
Broke the
said,
news.
Hong Kong Disneyland is reopening in a few hours. Their time is ahead. That's breaking news.
That's 100% breaking news.
That is breaking news.
But we also
Welcome everyone to tonight's. Oh, I'm late to that.
we also have one.
Next
huge-
time I want to do like the legit intro where I can do the legit intro.
I would-
Let's pretend like you didn't. You're just starting, and I'll do the
let's
intro.
just start. Actually, let's go. Everyone off camera.
Welcome everyone to tonight's show where we bring you Zip's not so scary, sometimes scary news story. We have some news for you tonight.
Finish Sullivan, Watchmen.
We have some exciting news. After discussion for about 10 minutes,
This is all true.
it was about 10 minutes. I got the green light from a so-called wife who lives in this house
A so-called.
that zombie camp is happening again,
2.0.
2.0, in just a short period of time. And as soon as the green light happened, we booked, the four of us booked within seconds. Pennsylvania 2.0.
It is our business retreat.
A semi-business retreat is happening.
Semi-annual.
Semi-annual, and
business retreat.
it could be taking place on a Disney stream in the near future.
Maybe.
Possibly.
So we
Potentially.
potentially, we're gonna keep you posted. But I'm super
posted.
excited,
You
and
shall be.
I've had conversations with each of you guys since yesterday, multiple times, and it's a little bit of a different tone in all our voices. It's just a little happier, a little more
Giddy like a
excited.
schoolgirl. It's okay. You can say it.
We're getting giddy, and
Wait, that's weird.
we're excited. We're very excited.
We are very excited. We accomplish a lot at these business meetings, and
100.
and I mean that is where the hunt was born.
Yes.
That is where everything else happened.
The Hunt Pot 2.
This will not be a Pennsylvania meetup, Oodalali Lane. We will do that once.
Will
things
awesome
wind
four-wheeling
down.
family members with nicknames be invited again?
Ryan,
Yes, they will be.
They have already been informed, and it has already been scheduled.
All the Jeeps are in line. We're good to go.
We each have our own now this time.
Yeah.
But I still want to drive. I want Goodwill.
Tickles.
I want Goodwill.
I want Goodwill.
Us.
Me and Goodwill understand each other.
I don't
Jersey
think
Mike
I want to
King's
pot
post location.
from my group from last time. I had too much fun. Munch was a great driver.
Munch, Bruschetta, Corey, Zip.
That was a good Jeep.
That was the bandwagon.
We had Tickles, and we had.
Well, now Bruschetta has her own Jeep. FYI.
Ooh,
Really?
Is it pink?
No.
Oh, Bill Pitt.
should-
We will do an Iowa meetup sometime in the future for sure. We're gonna try to get around. Right now, we can't really plan a whole lot of anything because of what's going on in the world.
Oh,
but
you
yes.
see
Lisa,
Ryan?
I will absolutely. That's a great idea.
Look at Ryan McDowell. Tickles might be the best nickname
ever. Oh, it was.
And we didn't. And I didn't give it to him.
Hold on, Zip.
I'm looking at him right now, Lisa.
Zip,
I
give us.
got to bring him. The Mickeys
us-
that she sent us.
Give us your best growling tickles that you do when you tell PJ.
Oh. Tickles.
Corey meets world. Welcome in, Corey.
What up,
Oh,
Corey?
really?
Corey for being here. So, guys, we have dads too.
Do we?
I knew Brandy was gonna laugh there.
Yup.
What's the best is I'll be in the kitchen making a drink or a dinner, and I'll hear PJ in his playroom playing with Dawson, and hearing them both yell Tickles out of nowhere. Not even me instigating it. It's
The best
just
part
they
is they
yelling
don't-
it back and forth.
They don't. Well, Dawson might be, but nobody else knows who his Tickles is, and they just think it's funny. So
yeah, let's get to the dads.
let's get to the dads. And actually, first up though, we have Patrick's dad.
Oh, is it me? All right, I was
It's
gonna go
you.
get a drink, but okay. Hello.
Actually, let's take a quick.
Recess.
Recess.
We are immature.
We're gonna take
what
a
did
quick
Josh call
timeout.
us? No, I'll
Middle
stay.
school.
I'll stay and
He
talk.
called us middle school.
Oh, middle school. That's right.
We'll let Steve take it away for a minute and just talk about
It's Zip's dad.
Steve. Let's talk about
Zip's
Steve.
dad.
about my dad.
Zip's dad like earphones and a dog and a hat. So
Oh my god. So there's my girl Bella. And when I sent you that, I was like, he loved Bella so much. And funny, I was in between sending you a picture, this picture with him, and that just shows like how my dad is, right? He's like just a jolly guy, and his like his sweater vest and his ties and his shirt and the scally caps. But there was another picture that I was going to send you with my dad and Bella when we went away the first time after we got Bella. We had to board her up at the Four Seasons Pet Resort, nonetheless. We had her boarded, and my dad, he's just as emotional as me, right, Steve?
oh,
Like he's such a great guy, right? And I think we went to Maine for a getaway weekend or something. We had Bella boarded, and he went and visited Bella, I think, every day that we were gone inside this pet resort.
That's awesome.
He just loved her so much. And yeah, my dad's the best, man. And luckily, he's still alive. He's still, he's up there in age, but he's just, I get everything that's inside of me is from him. You know what I mean? And
Did we mention his awesome hat selection?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
And he's rocking the diamond sweater. I mean, he's got it going on. But here's what I want to know, though.
Yeah, what's up?
Is Papa Zip as ornery as you are?
As what?
Ornery.
Ornery?
Let me think of a different word here.
Yeah, I don't know what that word means. Hold on. Siri.
Mischievous.
Not as much as me.
Does Papa Zip act like Zip?
No.
Okay.
Well, there can be times. There can be times. And actually, I was looking up a picture because, I mean, I'm an only child. And talk about being spoiled rotten growing up. And I was looking for this picture for like 20 minutes before the stream started. And I don't know why I didn't try to look earlier this week and send it to you, Steve. What did was
Corey
it Corey?
Said, your dad looks like he could be your brother, and not because he looks young.
Oh, Corey. Anyway,
sorry, go ahead, Zip.
My whole train of thoughts gone. What was I saying?
You were looking for a picture. To send me.
Oh yes. So like growing up, my uncle, my dad and his brother and his wife, they would always dress up for my birthday every single year. And I have a great one where my dad, because I loved Popeye. Popeye was like my stick growing up, right? Robin Williams, old school Popeye. Yeah. My dad was dressed up as Wimpy. And while we're getting into like Shep and Dave's, I'm gonna still look for this picture. My dad was Wimpy, my uncle was Popeye, and my aunt was Olive Oil. And they looked spitting image, right? The three of them looked the spit. I'm gonna find it before this night is over. And
Brandy says she loves Popeye. She's looking forward to the picture. Get it?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Popeye was one of my favorite cartoons.
And then we just watched it with PJ too. Not the cartoon, but the actual, Robin Williams movie.
So, real quick, I know Stacy has her hand up. Stacy, go ahead and type in your question. And before that, though, we got a $20 PayPal from. Well, let me just read it. It says, sending this to celebrate with all of your dads. Since July 7th will be 20 years since my dad's been gone. He was and is still my hero. Not a day goes by that I don't think of him. Happy Father's Day to you all, even Steve, since he is an uncle and an example to all of our kids of how we should always be kind to others. Love to you all, Pickle Latruski.
Pickle True.
Thank you so much for the kind words. We appreciate it.
You are amazing. Thank you so much.
Pickles.
Stacy, we're not inclined currently to discuss non-dissing that member attendance. That still needs to be rectified in the coming weeks.
What day
was that businessy enough?
That was very
business meeting-y.
I second that.
That was
statement.
legit.
I all in favor?
Aye. It's a legit statement. So sorry that you had your hand up that long. That was the answer you got. Okay. So let's get into some of the other pictures, and you can explain them to us. Tell us about Papa Zip.
Oh man. So all right. So the one on the left, it was just had a cookout. Or just I liked myself in that pink shirt. That's the only reason I picked it. And the one on the right.
Do you have your chubbies on in that?
I know, because it would have been clashing, because of the same color.
Pink and pink, yeah. I didn't know if you had like a white pair.
No, I think I was wearing
or a
black.
light blue.
Tracy Glenn.
I could have been light blue.
Could have been light blue.
But the one on the right is
it's pretty bad that we're talking about what you wear in New England, Zip. Like hello, it is fashion with Zip and Dave.
I wish you could zoom in on the one on the right, because my dad, he's got the best smile on that one. I love that picture of me and my dad. That was a road race I did that he actually volunteered to help out, direct the runners on one of the miles. And he was just so proud to help out. And he was very proud of me running. I must have run over 70, 80 races in my life. And that was one of them. And it was just so cool running by my dad. And actually, which is really cool, is he was standing under the corner, Corner.
Like the boy's name, Connor?
Connor?
Oh, yeah.
In that corner where he stood under the square. Well, it's a square, it's a corner, but it was named after his father from my dad and my grandfather both in the war. And that area was named after him. So there's a nice plaque with my grandfather's name up there with some American flags. That's awesome. And my dad was underneath that, directing the runners. So it was proud for my dad in so many ways. You know what I mean? So awesome. it's just the look in his face when I ran by. You could tell how proud he was. And I get a lot of my traits from my dad. When we grew up, like I said, I was spoiled. Christmases and my birthdays were just beyond over the moon, like whatever, right? But when we would go on a trip to, like, say, Maine or New Hampshire, I was really into baseball cards, football cards. I'd be sitting in the back seat, and as soon as the trip started, he would hand me like a pack of baseball cards, and I'd be so excited, right? So I'm opening my pack of cards and looking, see if I have my favorite players, and like 5 minutes would go by, and he'd hand me another pack. And then, like, the whole entire trip, right? Like, if it was an hour and a half, he must have bought like 20 packs of baseball cards, and just like it probably, you know, passed the time for me. So now when we go on trips, and PJ's not so much into baseball cards, but he is into Pokemon cards. So I'll go to the dollar store and buy like 20 packs of Pokemon cards at the dollar store, and I'll do it to PJ. And it then makes me think of my dad, because it's exactly because I know growing up when I was, you know, 8, 9, 10 years old, when I'm getting these baseball cards, I'm like, this is something I will never forget. I'm talking about it at 43 years old on how memorable those moments were. So that's why it's like I'm just trying to pass on what my dad did to me for my son and my future son. I can't wait.
That's awesome.
What up, SC Bills fan?
Yeah, welcome in, SC Bills fan. And Pickle Etruski said, you all are so welcome, because you all remind me of my brothers. They always make me laugh. So
that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So yeah, we got some more pictures of Papa Zip.
I forget which ones I sent you. Oh, there's the same one with Bella. And he's so proud of PJ. PJ's his pride and joy there. He's that was I think on my dad's birthday. That card was PJ made homemade card, and if you look real close, you can see it. I think there's a lot of, like, PJ was drawing stick figures of who everyone was.
Yeah.
And it says Papa on it. And my dad, he still calls me, right? He calls me every single day. We talk every single day. And if there's a day that goes by that we don't talk, he calls and, you know, asks me what's wrong. You know, is everything all right? But he always checks on, like, Nicole being pregnant. If PJ was ever sick, he would call, like, even if I'm sick, right? 40 years old and I'm sick, he'll be like, do you need me to come over and bring you some soup? Like, he's just like the best father and very caring. And that's where you guys know me. Do
you say no, but I'll take chicken salad and steak tips?
I was like, are you gonna go buy Total Wine at any chance, or
right,
any kind of liquor store? Because I could use a Jack and a Coke.
Like Quintessence, baby.
Like Quintessence. But yeah, I could go on and on with baseball and fishing and everything with my dad. Has been just amazing. Oh, here's a great spot right here. This is me bartending, and this was a function that my dad was at, and that's his Bud Light skis. And
Bud Light skis.
And that was a good picture. I remember that day. And I look good there too. I look tanned. We both kind of look tanned.
Zip sent me pictures of his dad based on how good Zip looks in that.
I have so many pictures. I had to see where I was at. You could tell I was in my running days there. I look very trim and fit. I look good. And there's my mom. She's like, right. I didn't realize it. My mom's right behind me. But yeah, my dad, he's the best. He is 100%. You know, it means everything. Oh, you want to hear a funny story about my dad?
Of course.
So this was last week, not even like 4 days ago. I got up at like 1:30 in the morning, and I went to the bathroom, because that's what happens when you hit 40, Dave. And or if it was a D&T stream and it was Wednesday night and you had a few drinks and you had to pee. But I got up at 1:30 in the morning, went back to bed, and as I was laying there, my phone rang. Right when at 1:30 in the morning your phone rings, you're like, what's this all about? Never mind. I looked and it said Dad Mom, because that's who my parents' phone number is under, is Dad Mom. So I looked and I saw Dad Mom, and now my heart dropped, because now I'm like, my mom's calling me, something happened to my dad, right? You know, you start thinking these things. So immediately I called back, because I figured they wanted to ring the phone once to see if I was up, or I call back, blah blah blah. So I call back. My dad answers, and he's like half asleep, right? And I'm like, Dad, what's up? Everything all right? He's like, Pat? I'm like, yeah, it's your son. What's up? He's like, oh, he's just like, I was trying to call the lottery to find out tonight's number.
It's like 1:30.
I'm like, he's like, when I wake up, I usually wake up around 1:30. I go, I know, I get it. I do too. But what was the number? He's like, I was checking mass cash to see if I won. He goes, I do it at this time every night when I wake up.
Oh my
God.
But I was the
So we know
last
where
person.
Zip got that from.
So I was the last person he called. So
Oh,
that was
my.
the last number. And I was like, and Nicole woke up and he goes, did I wake everyone up in the family? I go, no. But Nicole woke up because she's sleeping right beside me that night. And and it was just scared the crap out of me.
So Ryan McDowell said, I mean, does Zippity Doo Dad take a bad picture? And Oodalali Lane said, Zip tanned Irish folks look like regular people who have been inside all winter in New England. You know, she is one. So
yeah, I burn. I don't tan.
So that is Papa Zip. Anything else you want to mention about Papa Zip?
No, just that I love him. And I know he's gonna watch this when this quarantine's over, and he can come over and watch PJ again and hang out. So, Dad, I love you. You mean the world to me, and I wouldn't be who I am today without you. So, I love you, Mom and Dad.
I love you, Mom. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna tell Mom I love her because she'll be watching too.
Okay, so up next we have another dad. This is Dave's dad.
Dave, I'll be right back.
Go for it.
Dave, tell us about Papa Dave.
His name is Gary.
Dillo's Diz, welcome in.
What up? We call him Men. Thanks to Gigi. Yes, men, whatever. Yes. So, any rate, the picture on the right kind of sums up a lot. Grew up in a football household. Dad taught high school, coached high school football, was head coach in Punxsutawney for years.
Such a handsome football stud.
Yeah. So
and Dave,
I sent that to Zip because it's one of my favorite pictures of my dad and I, and that was my senior year. It's kind of this story goes back to it epitomizes the sacrifices that fathers make and the fact that sons don't get it till they get older. My dad was head coach in Punxsutawney for a long time. When I hit 14 and hit my sophomore year, my dad retired from coaching at that point. And being a small town, you know how stuff goes down. Your coach's son is the only reason you're playing. You're doing whatever, and there were some other reasons why, but he retired for multiple reasons, and one of them was so I could kind of make my own path. So ended up starting junior year, and then senior year he came back onto staff just to coach offensive and defensive line, which is what I played. So I got to play under my dad, but not under his head coach status. And so this was picture day. This was legit the day in camp when
zombie camp.
Zombie camp when press came. We got all of our official pictures at lunch, and one of the local papers pulled us aside and said, all right, well, we got to get this father-son thing captured, right? And they're like, we take some real pictures, right? Like some legit, like, oh, I'm standing here and I'm a football player and I'm a coach and blah, 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 blah. So then he goes, pick him up. And my dad and I look at each other and we're like, what the hell is he talking about? He goes, pick him up. So I literally picked him up, and I guess the guy thought that like it wasn't going to end up being a good picture because he took that shot literally as my dad kicked his legs up and I grabbed him and I'm standing up. So like dad's smiling. I'm like, right? Literally half a second later, I'm standing here like this holding my dad. And that picture apparently disappeared and never made it into the paper and whatever. So it looks it was great, and it was a fantastic season. We had a blast. I learned a lot from Dad, a lot about competition, a lot about how to lead, and a lot of that. It was never. Dad had a very, very specific way of coaching, and it was showing his players the right way to do things, and and not. He was very. He never berated his players. You know, he would get in their face. He would, not get in their face, but he would tell you what he wanted you to do. But it was all out of love, wanting you to get better, do better. And going backwards a little bit, and I wish I could have found some of these pictures. I couldn't have. Growing up with Dad coaching, I had the opportunity to go and be ball boy for the high school and hang out at practices, whatever. And, just the respect that you would see from these young men towards your father. As a kid, you're just like, cool, right? But as you get older and you think back, you're like, it weighs on you, right? Like it's awesome to see, and you know what kind of man your father is, and he's a good dude. He's 100% a good dude. He's always been there for his family. He's always been there for people that he's deemed his family, which was always his team, and wanted everyone to do their best. And that's exemplified throughout, what he does with Gigi and Dawson and my sister. He and my sister are thick as thieves, man. They have a fantastic relationship, and it was really, really tough to see as a young 20-something man watch your father lose the love of his life, and then lead everyone through that really dark time, and did a great job and has continued to do so. And just everything I am is because of him. And such a good dude, still to this day. I mean, we don't talk nearly as much as Zip and his dad. We do a couple times a week, but it's always he's a man of few words, but his feelings are there, and most of the conversation revolve around the fact that his golf game isn't what it was 10 years ago, and he's got to figure out how to work his core some more. And I'm like, he's like, Dave, I know you did that P90X thing before. What do you think? I'm like, dude, if you want to go for it, but no, it's not easy. He's just like, I got to get another 20 yards off the tee, and I'm. It's always competitive to this day, but has obviously been reburied since, and just he's the dude.
I think I want to meet him.
Well, if everything works out, we're gonna golf. So I gotta put that on the calendar, hopefully. Nice. But yeah, that's kind of Dad in a nutshell. So
cool.
But
so I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Were you that strong, or was he that light?
A little bit of both. I was back in the day when I could actually lift. But yeah. So yeah, but that's so that was 97, me holding him, and that was when Gigi was 3 at the beach. Holding.
Oh my God, that's Gigi.
I'm holding her.
And sorry to hear that, Avery, too. By the way.
Oh man, nah, sorry, dude. But that was Gigi when she was 3, and then a couple days after this, we drove to Disney and took Gigi to Disney for the first time.
Awesome.
But yeah. All right, what's next? We got others. I know we have others. All right, so the men of the family on the left. This was just in November. This was at my sister's wedding. He gave a killer speech. Got through most of it, but it was funny because, and I'm sitting there thinking this, right? Like the first half of it was what I heard him say in a locker room, like the same demeanor and the same whatever. And then he got really. My sister is a spitting image of my mother. They are one and the same. And I think I said this last stream, or last time we were talking on Mother's Day, and that got a little choked up, but yeah, so that was it. That was Dawson as the ring bearer, Dad doing his thing, and me just hanging out, which was good because the bar was open. So life is good. Then on the right, I want to say that was that's obviously Dad, Mom, and I. I want to say that was Charlottesville, Virginia. Either Charlottesville, Virginia, or it was Savannah, Georgia, north of Savannah, Georgia. I'm sorry, would have been Charleston, South Carolina. One or the other. It was either at a plantation or it was at Disney. I forget. but yeah,
Two totally different things.
Yeah, but that's me with hair. And my dad growing up was the picture taker. There are very, very few photos of him because he would always take the pictures, and then eventually my mom would say, "You have to be in one." And so there were very few. So my sister obviously took this one, but yeah, that there's I think there's a few more. Steve, are they later?
Yes, but well, I don't have any more of your dad. I don't think you sent me. This is all. The rest of them are. I do have one other picture though.
Right. Okay, go for it. Yes. I would be remiss to mention this, but this is Brandy's father. This is Papa John. He passed away several years ago after several year battle with cancer, and if there was a second dad in my life, it was this guy. This is the guy that got me back into hunting. This is the guy that taught me a lot too. Just an amazing man. Loved his grandkids. Jerry talked about being able to tell stories. You want to talk about stories? This guy could spin yarns for a long time. Dude sold drilling supplies for the majority of his life. The guy was a great salesman, great person. Taught me to hunt. Zombie camp was originally his. He built zombie camp.
What?
Think about that.
That's awesome.
The stories that Dave told us about how zombie camp was built were absolutely incredible.
We got to have a zombie camp stream at some.
Yes.
But John was a great man. Loved his family. Loved his kids. Was as good as dude as any out there, and sorely missed. It was tough, but couldn't do a Father's Day stream without at least putting a picture up with he and his two grandkids. There's one that's fantastic, and I wish Brandy would have sent it to me. It's him teaching Gigi how to balance a spoon on her nose.
Yes.
And the smile on their faces is out of this world. So the thing is, there's a lot of good memories, and you attach a lot of memories to places, right? We're lucky enough that as a family, myself, Brandy, and Munch have the capacity to go to camp, and you can feel his spirit when he's there. But even more so, Munch bought his house, so all those memories that we had of the kids early on, and all right, I got to tell this story. So we all know Brandy and I grew up together. Never dated in high school. Got together in college. But Brandy and I were friends in junior high and high school. And one time, I think somewhere after 8th grade or something to that effect, Brandy invited me out to her house. Went out there. I spent more time playing Sega Genesis with Jonathan than hanging out with Brandy, which was stupid on my part looking back. But I had met John a couple times prior to this. When we started dating, Brandy's like, "Hey, let's going home. gonna go visit my dad and stepmom. Why don't you come along? I said, okay. So walk into the house, and the house is a split level, and John's standing up in the kitchen area. And he's standing there. Brandy runs up, gives him a hug. I hug Brandy's stepmom, walk up the stairs, and John's presence was huge, but he wasn't a big dude. Like, he was 5'8", 5'7", not overly physically impressive, but his or pressing, I guess is the way to say it. But you just knew when he got close to him, he was like, oh, okay. And so I walk up to him, and I'm like, I put my hand out, and I'm like, hey, John, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. And he looks at my hand, looks at me. He was standing next to the fridge, opens it, pulls out 2 Coors Lights, puts one in my hand and says, you want to go see my guns?
Oh my God.
And I said, hell yes. And we spent the next hour and a half looking at his gun collection, which that was fun. He appreciated the fact that I knew what was going on, and walked up, and I think we were pretty much cool ever since at that point. But yeah, we'll end on that.
Dave, you want to read that?
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah. From Pete, 1999. Thank you. It's been 21 years this month since I lost my father. Listening to this tonight is going to make the first of Father's Day in almost a quarter century that I can move on. Thank you, guys. Pete.
Love you, Pete, buddy.
Man, love you, dude.
Brother, love you, man. It's always tough. This hits harder than this week hits harder than than normally or wanted to. I unfortunately Sunday morning got a call from a buddy, old high school buddy. We're in touch, but not hanging out. One of our other friends who used to hang out with in high school lost his father on Saturday, in a pretty darn tragic tractor accident while he was mowing. And he, again, great man, right? Family dude, but it was
That's awful. Dude.
At the funeral yesterday, it was pretty bad. He was, if we dropped him in this stream, he would run it. Mm-hmm. Guy had wit for days. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so this week hits a little hard. So I don't want to bring the whole thing down. So
you're fine, man. This is what it's all about,
It's all about the fathers. You know?
It's all about the fathers and the memories, and
Yup.
Carrying their legacies on.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
True that.
Okay. Up next, the CEO of Disney, the CEO of Disney.
He got promoted?
He got promoted.
Promoted.
All right, JPEG. Welcome in, Papa Shep. Papa Shep, Ryan's dad. Papa Shep has made an appearance before. We are all getting to know Papa Shep quite well. Tell us about Papa Shep, Ryan.
Zip. I'll tell you all about him.
Go ahead, bud.
He's a great guy.
Where
He took your chair, Shep. He took your chair.
That's his chair. Mine actually. I try to imitate his chair, and you can never imitate your dad's chair.
Right, of course.
Oh, he's here. He's in the chat.
What up, Papa Shep?
Yep. Where do I begin?
I'm listening. He says.
Keep in mind, he will be coming on future episodes, so make sure this is where it needs to be.
I've been getting texts all night like, you better say nothing bad about me or else. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, where do I begin?
On his porch fixing it.
Yeah. We were truly fortunate to have him on the stream a couple weeks ago. He made the appearance for the 1 year, and it was like pulling teeth to get him on. But I was actually surprised he actually came on. So that was a good start. I think I don't know. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of him here and there. But no, my dad from the beginning. What's that?
I'm still waiting on that interview.
Yeah, I know. He's still waiting for the contract from you.
Oh, I'll give to him whatever he needs. I'll put all the riders in, everything.
From the beginning, he's always been my best friend. He's done so much, sacrificed so much for me and for the family, for me, my sister. It's me and my sister, and he's done so much. I played hockey, I raced dirt bikes, all these sports that required you to get up at the crack of dawn. I'm talking, 4:00 in the morning and travel for hours and hours to get to these places. And, without a second thought, he thought a couple of seconds extra about racing dirt bikes than anything else because of injuries. But he would still do it. He'd get up 4:00 in the morning. We'd take a hour, 2-3 hour drive to the racetrack and spend the day there. And, that was his weekends, just making sure that we were happy. We were doing stuff. Same thing with my sister. He did the same thing. My sister was a big soccer player. We would go to tournaments and everything with her and for her. But hockey, I played a lot of hockey growing up, and I played like in an all New England team. So, I mean, we'd be traveling to Vermont on the weekend, going to New York the next day, going up for like 2 games on a Saturday, going to 2 games on a Sunday in New York, just all over the place. I mean, he put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles, thousands of miles on his car just to keep me doing the things that I had a passion for, even though some of the stuff he didn't necessarily agree with. Again, talking about dirt biking, he never necessarily agreed with it, but he let me do it. And,
he didn't like the medical bills is what it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the times that I did break some bones, did go to the hospital a few times, and the times we'd be sitting there. Yeah, there were Father Sundays. Exactly. My dad said that was our weekends. That's what we would do. And, the few times that I'd end up in the hospital, he'd be like, "What are we going to tell your mother?" And, it goes even further back. He'd come skiing, me and my buddies, he'd take us up skiing. He'd come skiing with us. We'd always, every single time. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, 2 things real quick. One, you just mentioned a lot of things that need to be a new D&T trip. Mm-hmm. Motorbikes, hockey, skiing.
Yeah.
For real.
Yep.
I don't want to interrupt, but I wanted to just acknowledge what Bill Pitts put in the chat.
Yep.
And the fact that you're awesome for doing what you're doing and continue to do so. And I will be quiet at that point.
Yep.
Yep.
100%. And so he would come skiing, and every single time we'd come home, we have a small local mountain near us, and we'd get the season pass was like $100 and something. It was really cheap for the whole year. So my dad would take me and a couple of buddies, and we'd go up, and every single time on the way home, we'd come up with a scheme to tell my mom about my dad getting hurt. Every single time. The best part is every she time it worked. She never got the hint. So it was just like, "Oh, Dad fell and broke his leg. I'm on my way to the hospital," and she fell for it every single time. But stuff like that. I obviously you guys have seen him on stream. I feel like I get my humor through him. He's always the life of every party. So every family party we have, he's the guy. He's the life of the party. Dave?
I would like to rescind your invitation for zombie camp and invite your father.
Yes.
Probably. You should.
No offense.
No, none taken. I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing.
I'm pumped. We obviously have to work on
actually maybe he'll come. Maybe he'll come.
Open invite, that.
Maybe he'll come. But always the life of the party. Always every family party we have, everybody's laughing the whole entire time. My dad is my dad's the funniest guy I know. He doesn't matter the situation. He always sees the bright side, always says something funny about it. And it's, he always knows how to make you feel better. I like Zip. We talk pretty much every day. If we go a couple days, it's pretty rare, but we for the most part talk on a daily basis, whether it's he's on his way to work. He'll call me, or I'm on my way to work, whatever. But we pretty much talk every single day. And like I said before, he is my best friend. Always been my best friend, to the point where he was my best man in my wedding. So I felt there was nobody else that I wanted to be that guy for me. He's always been my best friend, and so my dad was my best man, which I'm was honored that he would accept
That's
it. And
awesome.
yeah, it was that was a great day, having him pretty much stand right by my side on my biggest day. So he also is the grandfather of 6 grandchildren, of course, 4 of mine. I take the cake on it, but my sister has 2 kids.
Shep's like, I win.
I win that one.
Do you really though?
I know, right? Actually,
Yes, you do.
Scroll through some pictures. Let's see the next.
Well, when you sent me these pictures, I said, you don't need to send this one. You said you wanted to, which made my day, because I remember this day real clear. When I got to meet Papa Shep, we got to hang out.
Puppet Shep.
Oh,
Yep. So I had to throw that on because my dad, that was a highlight of my dad's year as well, because he loves watching us. Again, he's in the chat. He's been here pretty much every single show since we started. Actually, it might have been like a week or 2 after we started this that I said, "Hey, I'm doing a YouTube show," and he's like, "What the heck is that?" And then he started watching, and he's like, "Yeah, you got to do this better and this better and this better."
Funny. I love it.
Well, I remember what was it, the Indiana Jones one when I met him. That was only episode what?
5.
5?
That was
6?
the adult. That was the adult sleepover.
Yeah, that was the adult sleepover one.
And he was already chiming in then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah.
great.
It was a huge highlight. Yeah, he met Zip. My mom met Zip.
Yeah.
And
awesome people.
but we went and saw. This was the night we saw the last Star Wars in the saga. Yeah, we were at the movie theater when we took this picture, and that was a great night. We have a couple
Just
streams.
so you know, Papa Shep looks younger than both of you.
Hey Steve,
I'm telling you.
Hey Steve, that picture looks familiar.
He does.
Which that picture looks familiar?
You would never guess his age. He does. He holds his age
Is that the
well.
one you used?
He's 95 years old.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, he's not.
When Papa Shep agreed,
Isaac, what's up, buddy?
when Papa Shep
what's up,
agreed with us, it was just I was like excited. I was like, "Bye, Shep. I just want to see your dad now."
Yeah, oh yeah, that's 100% accurate. He's like, when are we gonna meet your dad? When are you gonna meet your dad? When are you gonna meet? But no, we have a couple streams that night, and of which you could see him shaded in the background because he was sitting in the back seat, but you could hear him. He's the instigator.
Yes,
He's the one that plans a lot of this stuff, and he's always giving me ideas on what to do. And he's the one that's like, "Hey, let's go to Wendy's and ask for a McRib."
Can I get out, McRib?
Yeah, actually, we went to McDonald's and asked for a McRib. Obviously, didn't have him. We don't have him by me, but he's like, "Let's go to McDonald's," and then after he's like, "Let's go to Wendy's." So he's always right in there in the mix.
Real quick, Shep went to the bathroom and he goes, Steve, this is what we got to do. We got to get Ryan to go through the drive-through now and ask for these things that you have to do.
Oh, yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan,
he's
Ryan.
my biggest. He's definitely my biggest critic. He's
Ryan,
always
I just called you Ryan for the first time in my life.
ever.
Shep, how about the time when we were driving to zombie camp and you were talking to him, then we hung up, and then he called you right back and be like, "Hey, you know what? Can you get a toy truck?" And then
oh yeah.
Then,
So of course, like me and Zip are making it.
Time out. No, this may come up again because this stuff hasn't hit the air. Has it?
All right. No. Okay, I'm not
I
gonna
would
say
say
it.
that. Yeah.
All right, I'll just say this. On the way to zombie camp, me and Zip are driving, and I'm telling my dad like what we're doing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's good. And we hang up, and literally calls me like 5 minutes. Hey, I got an idea. Do this, and I'm just sitting there like genius.
it was awesome.
We didn't end up doing it, so we're gonna hold this one. That's good point, Dave. We're not gonna throw it out there because it is a great one. So we're gonna do that on the next drive to zombie camp. Which maybe he'll be with us on that one. So we'll see. And then we'll even have more better ideas. So more better.
Well, going now, Papa Shep, and correct that. So
yeah, more better ideas. Of course, here's the picture. This is when the twins were born. So this is like 2 years old. But this is my nephew and my niece here, my sister's kids. And then, of course, there's Abe and Bryn, and then the twins, and my dad and my mom. And that was Christmas morning. Actually, it was Christmas morning, the year the twins were born, so 2018. So, again, I said it about my mom, and I'll say it the same thing about my dad. They go above and beyond all the time to make sure that we are happy and we're having a good time. So every vacation we've ever gone on in the past, it's never about they don't care what they do. They want to make sure we're doing what we want to do. And that's just, it's like it's something that I want to, and I've been trying to emulate to do for my kids. Like, I just want to always pass down what my parents did on me. Because I think they certainly did it right. They certainly did it right. So, except for me particularly. Other than that, it's all good. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, what do you got for the next pictures?
Oh, well, maybe. Click.
Excuse me.
Oh,
This is the last one you sent me. You only sent me the 3.
okay. So this is the picture. I had one more, but it's all right. It was me and my dad at Pat's game. But so here's
I have that if you want me to show it.
So here is the 3 of us. This was before we had cash. And so it was me, my dad, and Abe. We were camping, and they came along for with us. And this was up in Maine, actually. This was a fun pick.
Love Maine.
Yep. And again, he just he loves all his grandchildren, whether it's obviously my kids, my sister's kids. What they do for my kids and my niece and nephew is twofold. It's I owe him, and this is off the record, but I owe him more than I could ever repay. And don't hold that against me, Dad. But everything he does is truly a blessing for the family. So
I love it.
Yeah, love you, Pop. And
we love you, Pop.
Yeah,
Papa Shep is a papa to all. He's like Papa Smurf.
Yeah, he for sure.
Did you say he's like Papa Smurf?
Yeah,
he's like the papa to everyone.
I was letting it go, Zip. Letting it go.
Yeah,
I
try to raise my kids the way he raised me.
And I believe the adoption papers have gone through too. And I'm
he actually texted me. He said he didn't get him yet.
He didn't get them. Well, I sent him certified mail. I'll go look and make sure the tracking went through. So.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, he again, like David said too, he's a very good dude. He's our CEO of This and That. Mm-hmm. He puts a lot of time and effort into our bookkeeping for free. Mm-hmm. Currently for free. He doesn't get paid. And he doesn't complain about it. He's all the millions of dollars that we're making currently. He's overseeing all that.
Millions.
The millions of dollars.
So
and he doesn't even ask for a cut. He doesn't even want a cut of it. So
Ryan McDowell said Abe looks like he just heard something and Ryan or his dad is guilty of it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. No, that's it. Where'd Zip go?
I think he's probably switching
over. But love you, Pop. Happy Father's Day. And thank you for everything you've done for me and for my family. And
he said, thanks, Ryan. Happy Father's Day to you too. Love you.
I love it.
I love it.
Can't wait for you to come to zombie camp with us.
We're slowly but surely breaking that barrier with him, and he's starting to get it.
He's coming to the docks.
The issue is that there's nothing to shoot in the summer.
Target
November there is.
Ooh,
so
that is true.
That's the conversation that needs.
Triple P, Josh, what's up, buddy?
What up, Trip?
What you peddling here? Hi, Trip P.
What you peddling
What
here?
you peddling here? That's the way I read it. So that's the way I heard it in my mind. Sorry, I don't know what I'm
So
talking
Papa Shep, yes, is amazing. He did a good job with you, man. He really did.
Yeah, pretty average, dude.
You guys, you're pretty average. Is
I'm
what
just
you-
pretty. I'm a good old average Joe.
Now we
Actually, I do got to say one thing. That
Is it a statement?
it's a statement, and I am fortunate enough where I did go to school. I went to
You
college.
went to school.
Did you win a spelling bee?
I won a spelling bee like Zip. Actually, I competed against Zip, and I beat him in the finals, the regional finals.
The word was Piccolachewski.
But I was fortunate enough that my
We're only like
dad
7 years
my dad
apart.
paid for my college, so I went to 4-year college, and my dad, one of the things he wanted to do was make sure that when I got out of school and when I started fresh, that I didn't have any debt. So that to me is worth more than gold. However, I went 4 years, got my accounting degree.
Shep is
And-
SMRT.
And the one thing that may be disappointing to my father is he spent 4 years, or he paid for 4 years for accounting school, and I came out banging nails. So I went through school, and he always rags on me for it. That he's like, I paid for accounting school, and you come out and become a general contractor. You could have just gone to a trade school. So he always gives me a tough time about that, but it's all joking and it's all fun.
And now you build this porch. So
And now
slowly.
That's where I was going. And now twofold, I have built many a thing for him. I've built a couple roofs over his deck. One of the roofs I put a screened-in porch. And I wouldn't be able to do that without the brains from the accounting degree that helped me learn to do the carpentry and do it good. So it is sort of, and I'm trying to validate this in some way that I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going with it. But it's validated because I've done some goodness for him. So I've kind of repaid that, not all the way, or probably even a quarter of the way. But it is justifiably.
Steve will save your
accurate.
dad for next week.
That's fine. I'm good.
It's justifiably accurate that I've at least contributed to comfort
Stacy.
of life. All right. To be clear,
Papa Shep said you do your own taxes.
Texas.
well, he did do my taxes for a long time, and then I started doing them. So I've done them the last couple of years, but
Can you address what Stacy said though?
I know. So he has a very big deck. He's got it's a 40-foot deck.
That is one letter away from being unacceptable.
And so the first roof I put on was over one section of the deck.
I've snorted twice in the last 90 seconds, and I don't snort.
See, Stacy, it was him.
This took a horrible turn.
Oh my god!
So I put a roof over one section because he wanted to keep one section open. So I put a roof over one section, and then he decided he wanted to put a roof over the other section. So I put one on first, and then I extended it on the other side. There's no way of clearing this up.
None. You put a single roof on, but in multiple sections.
Yes.
That's all that matters.
To be clear, it was one roof. It was. I did not build a roof and tear it down and put another one up. I might have done that once or twice, but it was two separate roofs this time.
Shep
Maybe.
Yelled at.
Oh.
I love it.
The hole is getting deeper.
The one thing he did not teach you is how to tell I don't know, say tell a proper story, but to speed up your story. If you have your Shep's not so what did they? I can't remember what he called it. Shep's not so short stories, as Ryan put it when he was reading his book the day he came on.
Listen, all my stories are short. To be clear.
Just to be clear, we have 23 minutes left normal in our stream, and we still have 5 more things to get to.
All right, go ahead. I'm done.
Oh, keep going.
Love you, Dad. Love you, Dad.
Love you, Dad.
Mine will be quick. Nobody knows about my dad. My dad's a
The
mystery.
funny part is I'm actually Papa Shep on a secret on another account. I'm just kidding. That's not true.
We've met Papa Shep. We know he's real. So nobody knows about my dad because really, I mean, we got a good relationship. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't. But my dad has always been a very gruff and I guess I should pull his picture up. He's been the epitome of a stern male. This is what you should be doing, and this is not what you should be doing, and do as I say and not as I do type thing. So he too is a carpenter. He too builds like Shep does, where it takes him. Yes, Step.
Real quick, he looks jacked. Go ahead.
Yeah, agreed.
He still gets on roofs and everything at his age. So, but he builds like Shep does, where he'll start something. I have 9 projects in my house, and none of them are complete. And I've been here for like 12 years, so like they're just around. So, if I ever decide to get down to Florida, he's got some work to do to finish before I can move. So. Anyway, he's a good dad. He's got Shep beat. I'm the oldest of 5. All of us were relatively close in age, not too far apart. And although we didn't have a lot of money growing up, we never knew we didn't have a lot of money growing up. So, but he was always the very stern, yelled at. We would do something, and my mom would be just like, "Just wait till your dad gets home." Then we'd have an issue or something. But, he's been a fantastic father. He's taught. I took for granted all the things he was trying to teach me earlier in life. I watched how hard he worked and decided very early on that I wasn't going to work that hard in my life. Not that I'm lazy or anything like that, because I'm not by any means. But he worked. He didn't work smartly hard. He did things that caused him to work harder and harder than he should have worked, and I just didn't want to do that. But I remember one story where we were actually on top of a roof. I've probably been on more roofs than Chef has. I know that Chef. Did I say Chef?
You said that. Yeah, I was going to let it go, though.
Hey, well, it turns out that I'm actually studying to be a chef.
I actually wanted to go to culinary school. That's a whole other story with this whole situation. But anyways, I remember I don't know. I was in high school somewhere. We were up on a roof. He doesn't like other people touching his stuff. He doesn't like other people helping him. He can't trust them, but he always wanted me there for some reason. And I always helped him do things. And we were on a roof and he was mouthing off to me. I said, I can go home. He said, well, then get off the roof and go. So me being stubborn, I got off the roof and started walking away. He goes, you better hope the Reds call with that contract soon. And I said, I'm going to play for somebody a lot better than the Reds. And I just turned around. So that's the kind of relationship we had with each other. But again, he was not a guy to show a lot of affection early on in life. But he was always there for us. He always took us fishing. He hunts. He's just a good guy. He's a good guy, a good dad. Still works to this day. He is in his 60s. Believe it or not, that he's in his 60s right there in that picture.
Wow.
He still gets up on roofs. We're going to be doing my roof here in the next couple of weeks, and he's taught me a lot. And I take it for granted. Like when I work, and I go to interview somebody, and one of the questions I ask them is, "Do you know how to read a tape measure?" I assume everybody can read a tape measure. Well, that's not anywhere near accurate. And
I don't know how to read a tape measure, and I've been doing construction for look
at that, right?
almost 20 years now.
But little things like that, and like him working on my cars, and actually doesn't make me do it. but he shows me how to do it. So I've learned how to do work on my car. I've learned how to do all this kind of stuff. And I've learned how to do carpentry work like Shep does all his life, but I choose not to do. I know how to do all that because of him, because of those days where he took me out there in the heat and made me do all that stuff. But anyways, we were two totally different, opposite people.
Good night, Isaac.
Good night, Isaac. He worked really hard for everything he's got. I work hard in a different way. But I went to school, first one in my family to graduate college. It was one of those different things.
Weren't you the oldest?
I am the oldest, yeah.
So wouldn't that make you the first one to graduate college first?
I think he meant ever.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know if look, he has an accounting degree. I don't know if he could do math. I'm just saying.
I can spell tape measure.
I can
T-A-P.
Anyway.
I think the second P is silent. E, and then E with like one of those down hashes.
I actually typed it out just in case you were going to make me spell it.
Oh my god, that's so great.
But anyway, he's a good guy. He didn't want to. He was like, he wanted nothing to do with Disney. Why would I want to go to Disney? Blah 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 blah. You know, is that Steve standing by his dad? Actually, a lot of people have brought that up, Bill.
When you said that to me, I said it.
Said it. He goes, "Don't you have a picture of your dad?" And actually, I don't have a lot of pictures with my dad because one of us is always usually one taking the pictures, and we just don't pose for pictures. Neither one of us. We don't take a lot of pictures. But Zip did the same thing. He asked me, he said, "Can I just say that you stand next to your dad?" Anyways, he didn't want anything to do with Disney until a few years back when I took him. I said, "Look, it's paid for. All you got to do is come with us." I took my family down there, and he loves it now. He can't get enough of it. He thinks it's great. We go around. He is a connoisseur of beers like Dave is.
Yes!
There's a picture coming up here.
I knew it!
Pictures.
I knew it.
I mean, he loves doing stupid stuff like the picture on the right from Disney, but he won't.
That's awesome.
He doesn't want.
I think he's wearing a Boston Red Sox hat.
He doesn't want people to know he's doing that kind of stuff. It's like,
right,
you know.
But that's the beauty of going to Disney. It's just you and your family and whatever. Everyone around you, you don't know them. Like we're the exception.
Yeah, he's completely changed his attitude in the last 10 years or so. There's another story where
I love it.
Be saying this, but we lived in a small town. Everybody knew everybody. I was friends with all the cops and everything. I used to ride around with them. And my dad, he was drinking one night. Imagine that. And
oh my god, I'm so excited you're telling this right now.
Yeah, this is a great story.
This is a great story.
Lived out in the
oh my god, I want to say the punchline so bad. Go ahead, hurry.
So he thought it would be fun to play with the cops because I was talking to him, said, "Look, they're all my friends. Can you not do this?" And he was like, "No, I'm going to call them right now." And he called the cops on himself. Said, "Hey, I'm drinking out here, and apparently I'm embarrassing my son or whatever he said." I don't know what he said. Anyways, he turns around. He said, "Can you guys come out here and teach me a lesson?" I don't know what it was, but so they come out. We lived on 3 acres. They came out. He was in the backyard somewhere, and what he was doing was he was climbing trees. And they would come looking for him, and then they couldn't find him. They'd start walking away, and he'd get upset that they couldn't find him, and he would go, "Hooty hoo, hooty hoo." They'd come looking for him again, and they'd go, "All right, Steve." Just his name's Steve as well. He'd be like, "All right."
Oh my god.
He said,
They were saying hooty hoo,
hooty hoo. He was trying to be an owl in a tree and letting. So, anyways,
oh, I thought he was trying to imitate Outcast.
He's something else. He's hilarious. He's fantastically funny. But that's way long times ago. He's much more into stuff like Disney now. He has always been a good family man. Always looked out for his family. He's always provided for his family. His grandkids mean the world to him. He just doesn't quite understand how life works sometimes. He's if it's like somebody will do something that's quite acceptable and normal in life, but if it's not, he just can't fathom why they would do something like that. And he'll tell them. So, but anyways, he's the mayor of his own little town of 11 houses. He's not really the mayor; he's the self-proclaimed mayor. And anyways, he's there. Him and some of my other family members are currently building a brewery at his house. So, anyways, so these are Disney pictures.
How have I not heard about this?
Steve, you actually looked like him on the one on the left before you clicked on it.
Yeah, agreed.
You look a lot like him right there.
Yep.
That's it. And these are see now he's getting into he gets into meeting with the characters.
He likes Daisy like I like Ariel. I get it.
No, he loves Tinkerbell. He's a Tinkerbell. He's a Tinkerbell guy.
Oh, don't tell Joey.
That's fair.
And he's pointing at Abe Lincoln for some reason. I don't know why on the right hand side.
Because he's cool.
But the picture I wanted to find, there he is, Dave, with the Brews Around the World box.
Oh, love that.
That's awesome.
What the hell?
Yeah, it was. They were selling it at one of the Food and Wine Festival. Is his favorite thing in the world. He's also, makes me mad. He went to take a course at Purdue to become a master gardener. He has an official master gardener's.
That's so awesome.
It's from Purdue University. He loves the garden. He works, like I said, he works hard every day. Our whole house. We restored a log cabin. Whole house is heated by a wood burning stove that he put in. He chops wood every day. I mean, he just keeps working. I'm not sure what he's doing on the right hand side, but that's when he's a little bit goofy and takes some weird pictures. So,
is he in yoga pants in that one on the right?
Those are sweatpants. Hold up as high as you can come up.
They look like yoga pants.
So, everybody come get her.
My favorite picture, though.
Yogurt.
So before YouTube was a thing, I was the ballerina princess costume was around. And it's been a Halloween costume. My favorite picture, and I told Zip about it, I could not find.
Oh.
I was laying on the ground with my hand on my head like this and one of my knees up. And he actually got down and posed in front of me with the same picture without the ballerina suit on. But things that he used to be embarrassed by, he's not anymore. He didn't understand YouTube in the beginning of it. Why would I want to do it? Now it's like he's calling me up. How many subscribers do I have? It's all his. He's the genius behind. He's the one that encouraged me to be on YouTube, and he didn't even know what YouTube was a year ago. So,
well, it sounds right.
But yeah, he's a fantastic dad. He works very hard, harder than any person I've ever known in my entire life, and just showed me not only what I wanted to be, but what I didn't want to do in life as well, with not wanting to work as hard as he did. So. Big thing. So he also has had double hip replacement surgery at the same time, and still climbs up and gets on roofs and things like that. So
love that.
That's what keeps you young, though.
Yep, that's you know what, my God, you sound just like him, because he says the exact same thing. So he said that's what keeps you young all the time.
Just so you know, that couch looks really comfy.
That is my couch. One of my couches. No, I got rid of that couch. I don't have that couch anymore. I have a bigger couch now. It's nicer and softer. So. But yeah, that's my dad. So
love it. Love it.
So next up, since we did our wives last time, we thought we would just talk about our kids and our relationships with our kids.
I thought we were just talking about us.
And us.
But that was
first up.
This is how awesome Zip is. Ready, go.
Zip, how awesome are you in all these pictures?
Oh man. So
look at Lil PJ. I like it.
Look at Lil PJ. This was PJ. He ran his first road trail race up in the woods with me during this picture here, and we finished. And it was actually, oh, you know what? I wish I had it. It was the newspaper was there, and they actually got a picture of him, and they put it in the local newspaper of him running through the woods. It was He was just so excited. He was only 3 years old in that picture there. So that was 5 years ago. But I'm just an awesome dad. You know what I mean? So you could just tell how like awesome he is. And the best part about running the races was he was there for the finish line at almost every single one. And one of the hottest races I ever did, it was a 25K. It was close to 16 miles, but it was in Rockport. And it was known for more hills than miles. And everyone said, if you could run this race, you could run the Boston Marathon, because it was about 17 major hills in this race. And it was the hottest race of my life. And if you look, I think I have it on TikTok, at the very end of that race, PJ's there to finish with me. He's holding his munchkins right in his bag. and he's got the cutest little voice, and he's saying, "You're almost there, Dad." And I was about maybe 40 yards from the finish line, and I told him to finish with me, and you could just, he held my hand, and we finished the race together, and it was just one of the proudest moments of my life. And just now he runs a lot, and now, like, by me showing example, it's just I have so much fun with him. I don't want to get too emotional, but I just love that kid to death.
Well, we can tell you do a great job with him for sure.
And
Steve, is PJ going to get a better contract than with the Reds that he's currently on?
So
the answer is yes. I think PJ already has a contract. If Zip has anything to say about it.
So yeah,
Oodle Lane wants to know if you can spell humility without looking at the chat.
I'll spell it backwards. Actually, why
are you asking me?
Go ahead.
Night, Tracy.
Obviously the one on the left is it was last year.
Good night, buddy.
Who's leaving? Tracy. Good night, Trace.
You got something on your shirt, Zip?
Yeah, I blacked out my the city I live in.
Oh.
But I you mean talking about this one?
No, I meant that one.
Yeah, I blacked out the city. But that was last year. I was coaching his team, and actually tonight I was talking with Steve while I was at tonight's first meeting for his AA team, the Baltimore Orioles, which I'm coaching, and it's the first year that kids pitch to other kids. So
nice.
It's pretty exciting. It's very complex because it's the only sport going on right now in Massachusetts. Is Little League, and they canceled T-ball, they canceled single A, but AA and up, they are a green light. But I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of work sanitizing the bats after each player and everything we have to do to just protect the kids. And but it's if what we do is it puts a smile on their face and lets them play ball, then we're going to do it. So I'm looking forward to the season. We can't be the Red Sox or my favorite team, the Tigers. We had to be Baltimore Orioles.
Somebody's got to bring him out of the basement.
And the one on the right, this was at Candy View Lake Park. And this right here, this picture. So PJ's obsessed with Mario Brothers at the time. And we played a game until we won both of those. And he's just so happy. So this picture right here started a 2-week vacation where we went to Candy View Lake Park. Then we made our trip up the very next day to Santa's Village, way up in New Hampshire. It's actually pretty close to Canada. That's how far up it is. And then we backtracked to Storyland. Shep, I'm sure you've been to Storyland in New Hampshire.
Yep.
And then we spent a week and a half on Ossipee Lake in Maine. But it was just one of the best 2 weeks of my life. And this was the first day. Nicole had to work, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to take him to Candy View Lake Park. And him and I were just like two kids. I'm a kid when I'm at amusement parks like Disney, and we had so much fun. We were winning prizes, and I had the best day with them there. And that's one picture that I always go back to look on because we were just so happy.
Welcome in, Tyler Isidore, and good night, Tim Pruitt.
Night, Tim Pruitt.
Your boy's rocking a lot of merch here with the Super Mario Brothers, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love the Batman slides that he's wearing.
You mean sandals?
Nope, slides. And I mean, he is crushing it with all the my favorite toys as a kid. So that's awesome.
I didn't even notice the slides.
You acknowledged them.
I know. I did for you.
I love you.
I mean, and here's a couple of great Disney pics. I'm showing how cool of a dad I am there, how awesome I am with my hands out.
Love it.
And then, we got our matching punch and Zippy shirts. I didn't even realize he had one until I was looking through my pictures. I completely forgot. But he's just so happy to be Zippity Doo Dad's son. He's just very excited because he's a YouTuber. He like Dawson goes on YouTube left and right. And the other day when I posted that video of me and him on our bike ride, a day in the life of Zip, that not in Disney, I actually slept in that day. Nicole got up and PJ was already up downstairs for like an hour. He was already down there. Nicole walked downstairs and caught him watching that vlog that was dropped that morning. And he saw it on his suggested page.
Right.
And he was watching it on his own without us being like, hey, watch this, blah, blah, blah. And he's just like, he had the smile, the little smirk on his face, Nicole said. And he's my pride and joy. I love this kid. Like you guys see it, how much I love him, but he's me at age 8.
Night,
He's the
Donner.
best.
Good night, Kay Atwood, and good night, Donna Jaworski.
Good night, guys.
Yep. That's there is no secret. This kid loves you. So I've seen it firsthand. You've done well with him. I think we got.
I tried.
Yep. Got this. This is the last pictures I got.
Oh, that was from our first trip, and it was like our second day. That picture on the right, and
I'll tell you what, that could be on.
Everyone
Disney's
says that
website.
If you just zoom in on him,
killer.
His face, the tilted Mickey is
Awesome.
Just super, super excited. That is our all-time, I think, favorite picture of Disney. I just absolutely love that picture. And we were all in our matching shirts.
Love it.
But you know what? I did, when Dave was talking, I did find this picture.
Hey,
if you wanna present me real quick, Steve. Here is the picture of my dad as Wimpy.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
My uncle as Popeye, and my aunt as Olive Oil.
Is that you down there?
That's me. And then I found this one too of me that I was right next to it that I figured I'd show you guys. Whoops. Can you zoom in it? I don't know. I'm beating my drum.
I can't zoom.
No, I'm trying to zoom. But and so yeah, that was. Oh man, they dressed up like superheroes one year with like Spider-Man and Superman. They did a baseball theme where they dressed up as like concession stand people, whatever, with a thing wrapped around their neck.
Ears?
Yeah, concessionaires. So my aunt would walk around and she was all dressed up like a baseball player and had like 30 popcorns in front of her to give to all my friends. And then my dad passed out like wiffle ball bats for like souvenirs, and it was just, oh my God, my birthdays were just amazing growing up. Oh my God. There was one with my dad, the superheroes. He was in the Incredible Hulk. And Steve, he had his shirt off and he actually painted his stomach.
Oh,
he's got a pretty big belly. He's painted his stomach and his whole entire body green, and I gotta find that one. I don't have it on my phone, but I know my mom has it, so I'll have to find that one.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
But thank you guys. I mean, this was a great idea for this week, and we all love our fathers so very much, and we all love our kids so very much, and it was nice to just take the time to just appreciate everything we have in our life. So thank you guys.
Thank you. And next up, of course, we have. Nope. That's anticlimactic when I don't have it clicked on. There we go. Next up, we have Dave.
Hey, look, it's us.
It's us. Dave and his man purse there.
Dave, my man purse, and me and my partner in crime, Jeej, walking in Disney.
That might picture I think is coming up again, but I just use one for the
it's all good. All right.
Look at this bearded Dave over here. Let's just start with that.
Yeah.
Wow. Kind of look like Zip.
So
you guys look a lot alike.
So bearded Dave, that was either the one time I grew a beard out for no apparent reason, or that was during a Penguins Cup run in 16 or 17.
In 1652.
That you forgot to that you refused to because of superstition?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't shave the entire playoff series. I would trim occasionally after each series, though. But that is with me and my main man Dawson, and that is the smallest Winston you're going to see.
That's Winston?
So it had to have been 4 years ago because he was a puppy at this time.
He's bigger than I am now.
He's a horse. He bit me.
So he's bigger than a horse. He bit me.
He bit me.
Yes. So that was baby Winston and me and Dawson with a beard. That's my Simpsons Stonecutter shirt on.
Real quick, Mike Wheeler, $4.99 super chat.
What up, Mike?
For this, it's been a rough 48 hours here. Truly needed this. Thank you, Mike, for everything. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
I hope you're doing well, Mike. Then on the left is the first time I was ever at Disney with Gianna. That is within the first hour of us being in the park. That is, we left Hilton Head and drove down just so she could meet Mickey. I think I've told that story, right? Haven't I? We were at Hilton Head with my dad and my sister, and we were going to go to Savannah for a couple days afterwards. And I'm on the beach, and I get an email. So I check my phone, and I look, and it's from Disney, and it was like ridiculous rates at Pop. So I started doing math and figured it was only going to cost like $150 more for the entire trip to drive the 5 hours to Disney, buy park tickets, stay at Pop, and then go and, it was one day at Magic Kingdom. And we went in, we rope dropped. This is when Toontown was around. We went back and met Mickey back in the old Toontown with Jeej, which I have a great picture of her just like as soon as Mickey walked around the corner. It was amazing. It was a fantastic day. And just this was the beginning of it. We went on the teacups, which I'm pretty sure is the last time I was on the teacups.
That's all right. That's all right.
But yeah. So to the left is Gigi and I walking last year. I believe that's through Epcot, right?
And to be clear, you guys mostly always match coloring.
We always have to match. Brandy makes sure that happens. So yeah, this is Brandy took this picture of us walking, and then to the right is Dawson and I on Christmas. Brandy had bought him this
Dapper day,
right? This little vest and whatever, and I said, "Forget it. I'm going to dress up with him." So I put a vest on. That's my Irvin clan tie. And the fedora that I'm wearing is actually my grandfather's, which Shep, we talked about him on your stream not too long ago. But yeah, so Dawson and I matched, and we walked in, and everyone else is in like, just normal clothes, and they're like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, it's Christmas. I don't know. We're just like, we're ballers, so we're gonna rock and roll.
Love it. Dave, you're an awesome dad, dude.
Well, thank you. Little dapper dude. The kids they're watching right now. Well, I think Dawson's playing Fortnite still, which makes me probably not a good dad because it's 11.
Well, school tomorrow. No school right now.
My kid's watching YouTube in my bed.
today or yesterday.
So G and I are thick as thieves. We have the same humor. We also like to do wall photo shoots that Brandy shoots. So This is one of our favorites. This is Bubblegum Wall. This is that same day. She's got bigger muscles than I do in that picture. She has become a nice little young adult there.
Teenager.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
It's crazy. So, but yeah, so love that. That was a fun day. It was a really fun day. And that's to like 4-day-old Dawson on the right. Me kind of sleep deprived and Gigi over my shoulder. That's when we lived in Indiana at our old house. But yeah, that's a little dude. Dawson was small. Super.
When you say you lived in Indiana,
not the state of, the town of in Pennsylvania.
I drove through Indiana, Pennsylvania.
You did not long ago, and you will do it again.
I will do it again.
For sure.
Dads. We're talking about dads.
Hi, Corey. Talking about dads.
We're talking about how awesome we are.
What's next, Steve? I know I sent you a bunch. We're trying to roll through this.
One more slide.
All right. So the one on the right is one of my favorite pictures of Gigi and I, and that was I think our first like full trip to Disney. That's at Via Napoli.
Love it.
You can see the ovens in the background, but yeah, man, those early trips, both of them are. I mean, the one on the left, I think, is from the same trip. At Dumbo, that's when Dumbo was still right behind the carousel. So that was a while ago, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to think how much stuff has changed, and it's only been that was 2011. It's only been 9 years, and everything has. But the the Gigi's smile is infectious for sure.
It definitely is.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what's next?
And she pushes me through glass
I was
doors.
just gonna say you gotta watch out if there's any doors around.
Through glass.
Oh my god, they're so young.
She,
man. Look at
I-
Dawson.
it's all on film.
Yeah.
She pushed me.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I heard.
She caught the move.
That's got to be. Is that Studios?
No, yeah, it's got the land in the background, so it's Epcot.
Oh, it's Epcot. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. So that's us after we parked the stroller. With my that's the old bag I used to carry, which I still have. I still use that bag a lot, but that was back in the day when we had to carry diapers and all kinds of crap. So
Literal or figuratively?
probably both.
Yep, I can attest for that.
Yeah, you can. But you know, I didn't mention this before, but you know, my father was a huge part of my love for Disney. And there's one picture I couldn't find. I know I have it on my phone, but I also know it's out there on the internet, and people have probably seen it. Where my dad and I had just finished golfing at, I believe, Palm or Magnolia at Disney, and we met my sister and my mother at Grand Flow at 1900 Park Fair back in the day when it wasn't a princess character meet. It was a Fab Five character meet. And I got my my golf hat on backwards, my golf shirt. Dad was sitting there, and like Minnie was a stalker over my shoulder, back a little bit, like just the lighting was perfect where you could just barely make her out, and it was like, I'm going to get you. It was ridiculous. but you know, Dad did what was. Dad wanted to make the family happy. He enjoyed Disney. He enjoys Disney. You know, we would go every year. He was the camera guy. He and I would sneak off and golf when I got older. Mom would go shop. I don't know which was more expensive at that point.
I love it.
But you know, we went every year growing up. We were lucky enough, you know, not this past year, but the year before, my dad and my stepmom came and joined us at Disney for like 3 days. And hung out, had a blast, went to the parks for a few days. There's vlogs about it on the channel. You can check that out. The best part is if you watch the early ones, there's me vlogging and my dad in the background like, what the hell is this camera doing behind me? Like, this is...
You're so weird.
Yeah, but the funny that my stepmom jumped all over it. Like if she decided that she was going to start a cooking channel, like at home,
Crush it.
She'd do really well.
Dawson's
Great
like, Dad, why do you have a purse?
Yeah, basically.
Daddy, why do you look like the mommy?
Exactly.
That's awesome, man.
But park that on the kids. I mean, you know, we're all here. We've all found each other with our love for Disney. We've figured out that we're, you know, more than friends because of that. But I threw a lot of Disney.
We're more than
here.
friends.
Yeah, we are.
Shep got excited.
Yeah.
We're brothers.
We're brothers, man. But yeah, this is. I have a Penguins hat on for a reason because I'm pretty sure they won the cup.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. Let's continue.
Let's continue. Hey, hockey's coming back, dude. I'm pumped.
I just want football to come back. All right, let's see, Shep.
Megan.
Meg.
What's up, Meg?
Next up is Shep and his 492 kids. This is baby Z right here.
Oh, good pitch, Shep.
That was Abe. That was Abe. So just touching back on my father, just based on how I was raised and how I grew up and the experiences that I had and the experiences that they provided, I knew that I wanted to be a parent. I knew I wanted to have kids. Never in a million years did I think I'd have 4 kids. That's a whole different world.
The alphabet.
But was very, very blessed to have all the children I have. Of course, Abe good old Abe here, our firstborn, 6 years old.
Who is now part of the PJ Dawson Abe
Yes.
Fortnite
Yep.
trifecta.
Although he can only go on a couple hours a day right now, but
Okay.
yep.
You guys need me to rent a kid for a quad.
Yes.
So real quick before you get into this, I have to tell PJ stories maybe once or twice a week as he goes to bed, and it's always has to do with something elaborate thing. This past week, he had me tell the story that me and him, Dawson and Dave and Shep and Abe were in the woods camping, and this whole thing with the media came down, and Baby Yoda was in it, blah blah blah. But he said, Steve, you were there, and he also said, can Corey and Taylor be there?
Yeah, Corey, watch out.
And I said yes, totally. So Corey and Taylor can be in our story, but he loves Abe, and that was the night of meeting Abe through Fortnite, and he loves Abe, dude. So go ahead. Sorry,
no, that's good.
He loves him.
You can switch to the next thing we're going. So I'm here doing YouTube because of my family. I started my YouTube channel because I wanted to do like a family, almost just like a home video YouTube channel, basically, because Abe and Bryn were just too funny and said too many funny things and did too many funny things not to document. So they specifically, Abe and Bryn, were the draw to starting YouTube Family. So they're here I'm here because they are they're the reason. They're 100% the reason that I got everything started. And Abe was a blessing. The kid is he's my boy. Such a good kid. Always helps out. I work all the time. I'm always gone, and he's always helping out. And I couldn't ask for a better. So far, I mean, he's just been absolutely amazing. Bryn is funny. Bryn absolutely hated everybody. She hated. Oh, what'd I do?
Apparently, she pushed the button to not.
I push buttons again.
Was he trying to go to the next slide?
she only wanted mommy, didn't want anybody else, and it was that's just how it was for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, like when she turned like 3.5, it flipped the switch, and now it's like she's my little girl. And every day I come home from work, or every time, even in the morning when I come downstairs, if she's up before me, always comes over and gives me a hug. Every day when I get home from work, always comes and gives me a hug. And it's just it's nice to have. The feeling that you have when your kids just love to see you when you get home that's what it's all about for me. I mean, I want to make sure I give them the world, and the little things that they do for me makes it 100% worth it. So to the left, we have the twins. The twins are something else. So, little story never really shared with too many people. Just throw it out there real quick. Prior to the twins, Jenny had a miscarriage, and which is very common, and just part of the process. A little bit of a struggle. Didn't happen naturally, so I'm not going to get into too many details. But it was just, it was. We had Abe and Bryn, and we decided we really wanted to have 3 kids, and so she was pregnant. Things went down, and so it was tough for a little bit. And actually, that's kind of, you can actually almost see like you basically see where my YouTube channel just dropped off, because it was just kind of got a little sad and just kind of wanted to hold off on things, which again, it's common. And as soon as we could, we tried again, and it was pretty much we didn't take anything, didn't need a, twins don't even run in the family really per se. They're not typically twins are on the mother's side, and they're pretty direct. And like we do have twins in our family, but they're so far removed, it's kind of rare. But we find out that she's pregnant again. So she had gone off to the first appointment. That was about 8 weeks or so. Actually, I think they took her a little early just because of the miscarriage. And I had to work. I couldn't make it. So I'm driving home, and I guess maybe it was about 8 weeks. And I call her, or we talked on the way home, and I'm like, how'd everything go? Is everything okay? And she's just kind of laughing. And I'm like, okay, well, apparently everything's good this time. So her father, my father-in-law, has the 2 kids at home, watching them while she went to the appointment. I got home before she did. So say hi to the kids. She pulls in the driveway, gets out of the car, and she's just like dying laughing. Like she can't contain herself. And I'm like, well, apparently everything's okay. Everything looks good this time, and she's just laughing. I'm like, well, how did it go? And she's still laughing and laughing. She's like, oh, the heartbeats are good, they said. And I'm like, oh, good. The what? The what are good? She's like, the heartbeats are good. And I'm like, whoa. What do you mean heartbeats? I didn't sign up for this. No, I'm just kidding. That was, again, truly a blessing. Wouldn't change a darn thing. Never. I try not to ever promote myself, but if you go check out the video where on my channel where I have a little video of Abe and Bryn when we told them about the twins. And then
one of the best songs I've ever heard too on a YouTube video.
And then, well, that I have one where I told the twins, I told the big kids about the twins, and then I made another video while we were still in the hospital after the twins were born, and I think that was some of my best work. But it was awesome. Wouldn't change a thing. Having 4 kids, it's certainly crazy. Crazy. It's tough, especially nowadays with I'm still working all the time, and Jenny's at home with all 4 kids, and don't really have much help. So God bless Jenny right now, because she's absolutely crushing it at home. But I can't be more proud of the amazing kids. They're all super good. Every day it's you work. I work long hours. I do a lot of long work. Just whatever, and to come home and just see the smiles on their faces. The twins now, obviously, the picture on the left there. I don't know. Is there any more?
There's another slide. I don't know if you got.
Probably not with the twin.
No,
oh, yeah.
This last one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. But just coming home, the twins are obviously up and they're very mobile. They can, have some words. But just walking through the door and hearing, Abe and Bryn coming and running and hugging me, and Dada from the twins. It's
I love it.
Yeah, it makes everything worth it. Wouldn't change a thing with the twins. I can't believe I never thought in a million years I'd have 4 kids. Here I am with 4 kids, and I say every day that I couldn't do it without Jenny. So I know it's Father's Day, but I got to give her more credit than me, because she does way more than I do, and I'm just thankful that.
Shep, we get one day. We get one day a year. We're
I know.
We all know for 366 days a year, it's not us that makes.
I know.
366.
Yeah. Secondly, I didn't realize.
Don't call me Shep. Actually, they do.
I didn't realize. I was like, how did you get Pocahontas to kneel with you and Mickey?
I know, right? But yeah, it's I'm just thankful every day to have these kids in my life. They are what I live for every day. They're what I look forward to coming home every day to. They're what I look forward to waking up every day to. And I was always that guy before, because me and Jenny had done a lot of solo trips at Disney. And oh, Dave, go ahead.
I was asking, do you wake up to them or do they wake you up?
They wake me up.
Okay.
And it's an honor too. They
obviously, yeah.
They jump on me and I get all mad and pissed off and yell at them. No, I'm just kidding, but I do.
Daddy's sleeping.
But no, we had done a ton of Disney solo trips, and I always saw like the family with kids and being like, I can't wait to be in that position where I can bring my family to Disney. And now here I am. Abe's been to Disney. He's 6 years old. He's been, I don't know, 4 times, 5 times. Bryn's gone 3 times. The twins have already gone. Abe went on a Disney cruise, so it's
Meg,
it's a lot of fun.
You don't have to call them out.
Real quick, Stacy wants to know when traveling.
That's every night, Meg. Shh! Don't tell anyone.
Stacy wants to know when
You
traveling.
get through this, you go play.
Shep, when traveling to Disney with babies, where is the best place to pack the formula?
Not in a suitcase that you check in. Not in a check bag. Not in a check bag. You will find yourself arriving at Disney and then making a Walmart trip to go pick up baby food.
Nothing wrong with Walmart.
Luckily, that's all done and over with, and they're on regular food and milk now. So
I'm surprised
next time I go
upstairs. Like, I'm 100% surprised they didn't have.
But yeah, all these gentlemen below me are amazing dads. Steve is an amazing uncle to all of our children, and for sure would be 100% considered a second dad if anything were to happen to me. So love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you, Shep. Shep, you're an awesome dad, man.
And happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Everyone needs an Uncle Steve. We're going to get into that for a minute because obviously I don't have kids. I made a late night Walmart trip in Southern California with Shep.
Maybe it's me. Well, actually, you're kind of my kid there, Corey.
Yeah. I have I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on stream. I think, but I've been engaged twice in 2 very long-term relationships. One was like 12 and a half years. I think the other one was 6.5 years. And kids have always been something I've wanted for a very long time. I just wanted kids to raise. And I always try to look out for kids. They're innocent in this world. I feel bad for kids that don't get parents that treat them right. Long story short, kids are something I've always wanted. Neither one of those relationships worked out really well. Thankfully, nothing happened before it got really bad. So, but I have helped raise some nieces and nephews. I've been around kids my whole life, and it's something I've always wanted. Something I have a baby Yoda. This is my kid right here. I got a baby Yoda. So, but no, in all honesty, though, it's something I still want kids. I want them more than anything else I want in this world, and it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain when something you want so badly, you've devoted over 20 years of your life to 2 relationships that didn't work out. And, I don't know how else to say it. It's the one missing piece in my life. Steve is the Mandalorian. So, but anyways, I do have nieces and nephews and some other stuff we'll get to in just a second. This is a really old picture, and I apologize for it because I spent so much time working on this PowerPoint, got to the very end and went, oh, I forgot pictures of me. So I searched really fast, found some pictures. This is a really old picture of me and my niece. I don't know.
What? That's you?
That's me. You can't see it, but this is when I rocked the earrings and everything else. So, yeah. And I don't know what she just saw that scared the crap out of her, but she saw it there. So here's the picture. And then the one on the left is one of my other nieces. Again, these are the only 2 pictures I got of my nieces. I couldn't find them in time. But I wanted to throw some in there. But those are my 2 oldest nieces, or the 2 nieces that have lived with me. I'm sorry, I should say. So they're kids. But then along came you guys.
Kids.
Along came you guys.
Yes.
And Shep and I, when we started talking before this all formed together, we became really close. We exchanged phone numbers. We've been talking a lot. And he's the only person that I had ever opened up to about what had happened to me. And Steve is not the Tiger King. He's the only person I opened up to about what had happened to me and what happened in depth to me. And he's also the only person I ever told, I think, for a while, that what kids meant to me and that's what I wanted in life. And what I knew we were going to be solidified for life. He made a comment to me that still sticks with me today that said, "You're going to have those memories, man, whether it's with your own kids or with mine." And I don't know how to explain that. It just, it meant the world to me, and it still means the world to me today, because I'm getting to that age where you may not have kids. So to have those experiences meant a lot. Sorry. So.
Love you, brother.
Yeah, we love you, Steve.
Me too.
You're going to have your own kids, dude.
I know. But anyways.
Starting bid at $500.
I think Shep's
First date.
But I just knew that's when I knew that Shep was such a good dude. And then of course I met these other 2. They've obviously put me right in with the rest of their families as well. Their kids call me Uncle Steve. It just means the world to me to have such a good family. And that's when you know this is not just YouTube anymore. This is real life. So, and I love you guys for it. But I do have some pictures.
I want to read this real quick. This is from Stacy. Steve, as someone that always saw kids in the future, the thing to remember with nieces and nephews, you have kids in your life. As they get older, you will find just how much you have influenced them. So all the amazing things you've done for them, and that stuff's what sticks with them. And you'll see that throughout your life. All the things that you have done, that's what sticks with your nieces and nephews, and that reflects your personality and what you've done for them, and the difference that you've made in their lives is what will show and what you'll see.
Thank you. I know it's just, I don't know. Anyways, but here's a picture I got to take with Preston. I got to fly out to Baltimore to meet up with when Pete was going through some issues. I got to watch Preston play a soccer game. Got to go see Rise of the Skywalker with Zip and his family too. And there's me and PJ there. I couldn't find any pictures of Dawson and Gigi with me, but we have them somewhere. But they're all just great kids, and they're incredible. And then, I got
there's a TikTok with you and Gigi in it.
There is a TikTok with me and Gigi. Here's mine and Zip's illegitimate child picture. So this guy, I tan very easily. I'm very complected. This guy took our picture during the sunset.
Oh my god!
You guys look so great together.
Even I look tan.
That's how it came out. So I don't know. But then there's me. I'm Shep's kids playing. We were playing dinosaurs, blocks, and Barbies.
And I have a video
within my first hour of being there.
I have a video of Steve and Brinny playing with Play-Doh for like a solid like half hour. Like I walked in and Jenny was like hitting me, like, why aren't you filming this? And I'm like, oh yeah, good call. Like, just gold, absolute gold.
And what Steve kind of cropped out there in that picture to the right is it was in December and he had slides on, and it's not shown in the picture.
You can watch that in the video though. On our what was that about? That was what do we give?
I think that was the first video we put up.
Yes.
Was it the first video we put up?
First or second, yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Oh yeah, it might have been the second.
I think the first one was our collaboration.
Oh yeah, from August.
So,
yep.
Lynn said, "That's frameable."
Yeah.
Look how good this and that pops off that shirt though, because that's the only thing that was white in that whole picture. So I had an absolute blast. Obviously, getting to know all the kids. You guys, I always tell you guys, you'll never know what you mean to me, and you never will. So, thank you guys. But I do have a child that nobody knows about.
I do,
except for Zip. So. I do have a child, and this.
I think how Steve used the standard. I'm doing a PowerPoint weird white head.
Yeah, that was the same one when it had Steve's wife with a question mark for Mother's Day.
Everyone's like, "What?"
I do have a child.
I'll wait for it.
Let me get through it. But before I get to it, I do want to say there's also not only just these guys, but there's a lot of people that we're really close with here that have kids in this community that I got to hang out with Liam from Resort TV 1. Corey's kids are amazing. They're just there's a lot of good kids in this community, and that's why I love this community so much. But for those of you that have never seen my child, let me get to it first.
I'm sorry.
Tim's the only one that knows this is coming. For those of you that have not seen, yes, Kelly, you are a grandfather. You have a grandchild, Daddy. My child, for the first time ever. Isn't that a pretty baby? That is Steve's baby boy. Look at that hair on that kid. He came out with a full head of hair. I'm so proud.
You look so alike. He looks just like you.
I mean, look at his little hand.
Oh my god.
Look at Corey says speechless, so much for sleeping tonight. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Tell me Corey had no clue on that one.
That's my baby boy. No, so I sent it. I told Zip earlier when we were talking about doing this, I wanted to do this picture, and I sent it to him like literally 6 or 7 o'clock. I don't remember. Yeah. He did it while he was in his parking lot waiting on his meeting to go through today. So yeah, that does explain.
I was going to say the photoshopping has Zip's name all over it.
Yeah.
That was as soon as I found that picture of Corey on his Instagram, it was a food review. I think it was getting ready to bite a cookie. I'm like, that's the perfect face.
Well, you use that on many Photoshop things that we'll never see the light of day.
Seriously, the VP really needs to know about stuff like this ahead of time.
Should have had a PSA written.
Gentlemen, that is the end of the PowerPoint slide. Princess Manta, welcome in.
Welcome.
My baby boy right there. So proud. That's all I can say.
I live streamed the whole event. I popped out and said, "Hey, hi, it's Corey."
That's exactly what I looked like when I came out.
And Daddy Steve, and we're here at Disney Springs
for a food review.
Look at how tiny Corey's out.
Nick Miller doesn't know what he missed. Mike, so there is a picture with a father holding a son, and my head is on the father, and Corey's head is on the son. So
and the son is a baby.
Is a baby.
It is a very baby.
It's actually a baby with like pink, so it's kind of deceiving.
It is a baby, but the good news is Corey only looks like he's 16 years old. So
it's like an elephant jumper.
So that is it. Oh yeah, actually, Meg, I'm glad you said that because Zip had said to say this is what Corey's reaction was to the first time he ate olives. So,
and that's true, Pearl. Pets are
that's
also
so
children.
funny.
My first actual children were Charlie and Lucy,
Oh
my
my
two
God.
dogs.
Meg, that's how you know we're brother and sister.
I don't have pictures though.
Oh, that's so funny. I love it. I just love Corey's face.
I want to take down the PowerPoint, but I don't want to take down the PowerPoint. I almost want to leave.
Let's just close out with it.
Just close out with it. But
Yeah.
But anyways, gentlemen,
You
you guys mean the world to me. Happy Father's Day to all of you. Happy Father's Day to everybody in the chat. Celebrate.
we love all you. Happy Father's
Yep.
Day to the amazing
Father's
fathers
Day.
out there. You gentlemen here, happy Father's Day. You guys are amazing. Corey, happy Father's Day. Josh, happy Father's Day. Kelly, happy Father's Day.
Are you gonna
Josh,
read the person in
Triple
the
P, happy Father's Day, who has a newborn at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quad P.
Everybody else that
Can we call him Quad P now?
Quad P. Oh yeah,
Perfect.
it's true.
Shopping
It's
plus.
true. Happy Father's Day
God.
to amazing fathers and
Yeah.
everyone who has an amazing father. Happy Father's Day to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tatum is my baby, and my nieces are responsible for naming him. By the way,
We have 100% said hashtag all the moms. I think we need to end this with hashtag all the dads.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Yeah, absolutely. Love you guys. Happy Father's Day.
hope
Yeah,
you all.
we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you celebrate the time that you have with your family, and say hi to all the dads out there.
Wait, I got a question.
Yes.
Can Shep just give us a little tune as we leave?
I was literally just about to sing. Ready?
Hey, Corey, real
I
quick.
was literally so.
Corey, I expect a Father's Day card. Go ahead.
As you sleep tonight,
I'll let this one go a little bit.
you will dream of Corey's face
Someone hit the button. Someone hit the button.
in a baby's outfit with Steve standing over him, holding him.
Look how long my neck is.
Look at Steve as he holds his baby boy, Corey. It's so cute and adoring.
Tickle him.
The best part was he came out saying, "It's Corey. And this is my dad, Steve. All things fun."
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the world, little Corey. Welcome to the world, little Corey. You will be a bright, shining star.
Little Corey.
I will be your daddy.
Why are you still singing? It's shut off, right? I hit it. One more
I am your daddy, little Corey.